First game, baby, first game.
Live here from John Gamble Stadium, getting ready for the Mountaineers and the Golden Lions to kick off the 2023 season, I guess I should say. We got crowds moving in. We've got Fresh Box filling up, and I've got my cohorts again with us for another season. Mountaineer football. Lamont, you're right behind me. How you feel, son?
I feel very good. 23 season is upon us. We are excited about this season, and I'm just excited about the new offense, the new defense, and we just need to get this one out of the way and start keeping a great track record throughout the year.
Also up here in the broadcast booth, our number one coach analyst of the year. He won last year, and that's Craig Short. Craig, glad you're back in the booth with us.
Well, thank you. I didn't even know I won anything. I guess the award is in the mail, so thank you. Appreciate that. Good to be back. God is good. Good to be here with my brothers, and good to see the Mountaineers down on the field and see the Golden Lions down here to my left.
And to round out our cast of cohorts on the sidelines, but right now he's up in the booth, Mr. Jeff Johnson. Jeff, are you well as well?
I am good, and I'm wondering if I won an award for last year. Apparently I did not, but I'm excited to be back for another season.
Well, guys, we want to tell you about what's going on with the Mountaineers and the Golden Lions tonight. Also want to say thank you to our pregame sponsors, Quality Fence Solutions, just down the road in Bessemer City. All your fencing needs is Quality Fence Solution. HSI Land Clearing and Development. They build foundations. They build your environment. They're the number one, HSI Land Clearing and Development. Max Baxter Roofing, serving the Carolinas for over 34 years with top quality residential and commercial roofing. And the Albemarle Foundation, they believe in growing the good. The Albemarle Foundation. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back and tell you all about what's going on tonight here at John Gamble Stadium. It's the Mountaineers and the Golden Lions. We'll be back right after this.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is brought to you by Quality Fence Solutions, HSI Land Development, Max Baxter Roofing, the Albemarle Foundation.
Okay.
Back here live, John Gamble Stadium, getting ready for a kickoff of the Golden Lions and the Mountaineers. Shelby coming off not so great Shelby finish to last season, 7-5 overall, 5-1 in their conference, losing twice to a very good Burns Bulldog team, 27-14 in the regular season, 42-0 in the second round of the 2A playoffs. Guys, here's my question. What challenges did Shelby face last season, and will they have those same challenges tonight?
Well, I think last year they faced a lot of injuries that they had last year. I think this year they are facing youth. And for one, I know we'll talk about later on, they have a young quarterback, a sophomore quarterback, good-sized kid. I know him. He comes from a good family. But we need to keep him off balance. We need to keep him second-guessing. We need to keep him on his toes and not let him get settled. But, again, I think their question now is really youth and really trying to figure out some things on both the offense and the defense.
Craig, any comments to that?
I agree with that. I was going to say that, it's really hard to say because they still had the talent that they were, we know they are. I mean, they had speed, they had size, they were doing good things. Thank you. And it was really surprising. They started out such a tough schedule. I mean, they put so much energy in playing us, right, and then we were able to get the win. And then, I mean, they lost a dang heartbreaker to Crest, right, in overtime or how many ever overtimes, and they were up big. And they also played AC Reynolds in there. I mean, and Burns felt blood in the water. The playoff game just snowballed on them. Yeah. Here's what I know. I've talked to Mike at church. Mike Wilbanks is a good friend of all of ours. Love him to death. He runs a good program. He's tried some different things. I said this in the kickoff show. He's had all of his coaches working with his players, so I think it's going to be a different scene tonight. And this game's huge for all of them, so we'll see.
Guys, Shelby loses their quarterback to graduation. How big of a loss is Dalen Lee for the Golden Lions offense tonight?
I mean, anytime you lose a quarterback like a Dalen Lee who put up a lot of numbers, left there with school records, he was the leader of the ball club, him and others. But anytime you lose a senior quarterback who led your team, it's tough. I think we're seeing that here at Kings Mountain. But anytime you lose a senior quarterback who was really good, it's tough. And like I said, they turned over the keys to a sophomore quarterback. And it's going to be tough. I think he's going to survive. He's going to be good. I don't want to see him next year or the year after that. But I think we need to use his youth to our advantage.
Shelby defeated South Meck in the Cleveland County Jamboree last Wednesday, then lost to a big Chapman, South Carolina team, 28-7 in the McDonald's Football Classic, the Jamboree last Friday in Gaffney. Y'all stayed around, watched Shelby a little bit. We're on the Shelby side of the ball right now. We'll get to Kings Mountain in a minute. So tell me your first impressions of this 2023 season, watching those two Jamborees so far. I know that the Jamborees are very vanilla. I know you can't see everything that you want to see so far, but your general impression.
Well, they're bigger than I thought they were going to be. My general impression is, they passed the looks test pretty good. They've got some good-looking kids.
Yeah, Craig, I just believe that it's hard to tell, like you said, through scrimmages because again, you just don't know. They're probably running 95% of their playbook, but that Chapman group really jumped on Shelby.
Yeah.
And that was a real good team. I think Coach Wilbanks probably said, "Hey, don't that's a good team that we played," and I know they could have done some things well as well. But again, I think Shelby's trying to just figure out at key positions. I think when you got skill position like Isaiah Bridges, number 6 at wide receiver, you have Eli Falls over there. They got a good group of returning players. Hollifield over there. He's even playing offense this year. He's of course linebacker, and of course Jaden Pierce, the big guy in the middle. They got some key people returning, but I think a lot of areas are just unknown.
Let me pose a question. You brought up, playing Hollifield on offense. There's two forms of way of thinking about it. You want to platoon. You want to have your own offense. You want to have your own defense, so you don't wear one out over the other. But then again, I've also heard it said that you want your best athletes on the field when you're on the field.
Oh, most definitely.
So where's the balance there?
Well, you put your best 11 out there. And sometimes the best 11 goes both ways, and some of those players. And, Drew Hollifield is one of them. He's an outstanding athlete, and, he's playing slot receiver look like now, and also he'll play some linebacker. But, again, any coach will tell you, especially in high school, when you don't have that many players that is of that caliber, that you put your best 11 out there.
Always. And I don't care how deep you are with numbers. It goes to what Lamont was saying. You're going to play the best,
right, regardless. Right.
It's good to have depth, and you want to have depth if you can, and that'd be wonderful and fantastic and all. But when it boils right down to it, I coached with a guy one time, Pat Beck, loved him. He's gone to be with the Lord now, and Pat used to always say, you got to run what you brung. And so what he meant there was you put the best guys you've got. And, numbers-wise, like I'm looking out here tonight, and I've got the camera back onto the field on the Shelby side. I mean, we've got them in numbers, but I know that they're going to play regardless the best one. So, right. And us too.
Right.
Well, guys, let's take another segment break, and we'll bring back and talk about the Mountaineers. You've got KMHS Sports, a presentation of the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. Mountaineers and Golden Lions getting ready to tangle up at 7:30 tonight. So stay with us. This is KMHS Sports.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is brought to you by Quality Fence Solutions, HSI Land Development. Max Baxter Roofing. The Albemarle Foundation.
Back here live, John Gamble Stadium, getting ready for and a great view there from the sidelines. We added the sideline camera, so we hope that the new technology that we put in place this year will let us bring a little bit more action right there to your TV set.
Right.
Let's keep going. Let's talk about the Mountaineers tonight. Kings Mountain coming off one of the best seasons it's ever had, going 13-0 until running into a large, and I do say large, East Lincoln team that went on to a 3A championship a few weeks later. Guys, in recent memory, seems like we get put out in the playoffs by the team that ends up being the champion. Kind of always the bridesmaid kind of thing going on there. Guys, you know, we've been knocking on the door to get back in the big game for several years now. What have we been missing? What's that element that we have been missing? And with the new coaching staff, do you see us having that element?
Well, I just think that we ran into a team on that given night that was better than us. And, you know, maybe they made one or two more adjustments than we did. But to let you know that the last, 3 to 4 years, we lost to the eventual state champion, look how close we were. And I think everybody's here knowing what we want to get to. You know, it starts tonight. Take it 1 week at a time, one game at a time. And we don't know. You just don't know how the season's going to unfold. You know, we may make a deep run this year and then run into another team, you know, and it depends on that night, how the ball bounce. What's the momentum? You know, we really shot ourselves in the foot against East Lincoln. And before you know it, it's 19-0. And a team like that, you can't make those mistakes. So, you know, I don't know. You know, I know we have been there. But I think if you talk to Coach Herron, he's going to say, hey, I ain't worried about that. I want to get this one win.
I think, yeah, I agree. And I think that the staff is definitely going to make a difference. Not that, you know, the staff we had wasn't good. In fact, we've retained a good many of those coaches.
Right.
I think last year we just weren't ready. I'll be honest, and I'll say we weren't ready in that game. And East Lincoln got us at a good time because they punched us in the mouth and we couldn't recover quickly enough. 2 years ago, Grimsley was just – we were banged up in that game.
Yeah,
we were
Dudley,
beat up.
yep.
Dudley. Thank you. And it just wasn't our year. But here's what I'll say. I know you want to win the ring and you want to get the title, and I want it as badly as anyone because of my affiliations with this place for so long. But here's my thing, too. I love the consistency in our program. There are so many teams that long for a season that is that good or a couple of seasons that are that good. And Kings Mountain has begun to establish a system where they are consistently competitive.
Right.
And we are someone that now other teams are looking through and saying, we've got to go through Kings Mountain.
Right.
And I like that. And that was established by the staff that has been here and came here in 7, and now Coach Herron and his crew are going to take it. So we'll see what happens. Lamont's right. I mean, we're like every other team in this. We're 1 or 2 key injuries away from hurting ourselves. So we'll have to wait and see what happens.
The Mountaineers coming off 2 tie scrimmage games. We took on AC Reynolds and the Cleveland County Jamboree, tied 14-14. Then we took on a big Catawba Ridge team that ended up 7-7 tie. These two were these two a good test for what's coming tonight?
I think they're a good test for the season. He said it on the coach's show. I mean, he's always tried to play people that are really good, and he got 2 really good ones. Right. Shelby's good, of course, but I'm saying for scrimmage, yes. I told you guys on the broadcast last week, I was on the field when Catawba Ridge came onto the field. They were on our sideline. They were very athletic. I mean, you could see that in the broadcast. They were very athletic, and they were very big. So, yes, and then we also know how good AC Reynolds is every year. I'd love to have played both of those teams for a whole game and see, but I agree that they were definitely 2 good tests.
Well, guys, we talked about it just briefly. Let's talk about the coaching staff of the Mountaineers. We have a former head coach on staff now that's head coach, and then we've got a bunch of other head coaches. Head coach Straight Heron, former head coach at South Point Rock Hill and Legion High School. We've got the offensive coordinator, Jamie Bolton, former head coach at Cannon High School. We've got the defensive coordinator, Bobby Carroll, former head coach at South Point High School, and then all the position coaches.
Right.
They were coordinators everywhere else. So is this a good staff?
Oh, most definitely.
So far?
Definitely.
We haven't seen the product on the field yet.
Right.
But
I think
the eye test looks like it's there.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. It's a great staff. I think Coach Heron has came in here and done some things, changed up some things. And it's a great staff. I mean, we're all that on paper. Now, and as Matt Bridges was saying at the Touchdown Club, if we lose games this year, it will not be because they're not prepared. It'll be because either the team just beat us or we just didn't execute. But these guys has a staff and has a coaching staff that's going to prepare them every week, and so it's now for them to go out there and execute what the coaches have prepared them to do.
I think, Drew, to your point, I think it shows how well these guys, number one, work together. Most of them have worked together before, the newer coaches. And number two, I'll also say that that it points out to me that there are no egos, that these guys they're out to win for the boys. They're not out to win for themselves. You could because a lot of times guys can be in those kinds of positions and they can want to run everything and be in charge. It's clearly obvious that they want to just help. Yep. And you're talking about years and years of experience combined among them. Lots of playoff game ones, lots of big state games won. So I'm excited to see what they can do because here's the deal. You can have all the experience in the world, but at the end of the day, the players have to execute. So hopefully the players can execute well and do good things for us tonight and do what the young men do what they've been taught by the coaches.
Guys, let's take a break real quick. When we come back, we'll see if we can get our sideline reporter, Jeff Johnson, to give us some insights, the temperature out on the field, the condition of the field, the fans that are plugging into the stadium. So we'll see if we can get Jeff Johnson to join us here in a second. Stay with us as KMHS Sports, a presentation of the Kings of Mountain Touchdown Club. We'll be right back right after this.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is brought to you by Quality Fence Solutions, HSI Land Development, Max Baxter Roofing, the Albemarle Foundation,
Back here at John Gamble Stadium, Drew Fulton with you, along with Jeff Johnson, Craig Short, Lamont Littlejohn. I'm tired. I had to look at everybody's faces.
I was going to say, Drew, I forgot who we are.
Exactly.
I won an award last year. How can you forget that?
I have not forgotten who you guys are.
Thank you, Jeff.
So, Jeff, you're on the sidelines. Give us kind of the feeling down there.
The feeling is full of excitement. The student section is absolutely jacked. They're pumped up. The cheerleaders are out here with a whole bunch of small, younger cheerleaders from the community. And the field conditions, you guys know this stadium. The turf is perfect. The field conditions are great. It's actually not as hot as I thought it was going to be down on the field. Hopefully we won't have any cramping tonight, but the crowd is ready. I'm excited to be here with you guys.
You look good on camera, Jeff.
Yeah, I was going to say, how does the camera look?
It looks good, man. Got your little logo
at the
bottom. Jeff Johnson, sideline reporter.
Woo-wee. There we go.
He can't. Don't don't give him the big head.
Can I say this, though, Jeff? Can I say this?
I'm listening.
Notice that the camera is on you, and there is no camera in the press box.
None.
They don't want to see us.
Well, there might be a reason for that.
I know what it is. I know exactly what it is.
They say you got a face for radio.
Face for radio, baby. That's right.
Well, thank you so much, Jeff. We'll
All right,
check
I'm
back
gonna-
in with you. Go ahead and finish that hot dog you got.
No. I had a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to head up for the Mountie March.
Got it. We'll bring you great coverage of that. So stay with us, guys. Let's talk about games going on in the area tonight. Another big one, just on the other side of the county. Gaffney rolls into Crest. Go ahead and pick them.
Well, I tell you what, Chris JV last night beat the brakes off.
Yeah,
of
I saw
JV.
that. I saw that.
I mean, I got to go with Cleveland County. I'm going to go with Crest. Now, this is what I would say. If it all depends on number one for Crest, it all depends on Tater Husky. If Tater Husky is on moving the ball around with his receiving core, and if he starts off well, I think they're going to be all right. But home, they're at home. They're Cleveland County. I can't pick against Cleveland County against the South Carolina school. So I'm going to go with Crest in a tight one. There's just something about Sid Bryson with them. They just know how to win on that field. Well, except when they played us, of course. But I'm going to go with Crest.
I think I'm going to be honest.
Tread lightly.
I
tread
think,
lightly.
yeah.
And that's your alma mater too. So
It
tread
is,
lightly.
it is,
Tread
it
lightly.
is. I will say this: I think Gaffney's going to be better than them up front.
Right. That is key.
I don't think Crest is good enough up front to handle Gaffney. Skill wise, I do think Crest can match them.
Right.
I'm hearing down in the part of the world where I work now for a living that Gaffney's numbers are low. But it's still Gaffney.
Gaffney, yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I think this is a toss-up. It will not. I'm going to say what I've said before. So many games won't shock me if Crest wins, won't shock me if Gaffney wins. But since I love Lamont as much as I do, I'll jump on his back and we'll go with the Chargers.
Let's talk about the Forest Hills. Is it the Yellow Jackets?
Yes.
Forest Hills Yellow Jackets and the Green Wave of Ashbrook. It's in Gaston County tonight.
Well, I can tell you this: they're blowing Ashbrook up in the newspaper. So I'm going to go with Ashbrook.
I'll go with Ashbrook as well. I think Forest Hills lost a lot. You remember they played Shelby the first round last year in that 2A. I think first round Shelby went over there and beat them. I think they had lost their quarterback or something.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go Ashbrook.
South Point at Lincolnton tonight.
I'm going to go with the Wolves, and I'm going to tell you why. Jaden Engel, who is the new head coach there, worked with me at when I was at Lincolnton as an AP. Super solid guy. He's changed the culture. He's got them back on track. Pulling hard for them tonight and hoping they beat the Red Raiders. That's who I'm pulling for.
Yep. Even the South Point faithful, it's hurting them to say this, but they have all said that they're young. They do have, was it Bleak?
The quarterback. He's back.
He's tough. But I got to go with Lincoln as well.
Now, would your pick change if this was in Belmont?
No. I think South Point is that young this year, and they looked every bit of it in the
scrimmage.
I
saw it too, and I'll tell you this now.
Burns walked all over them.
But South Point is South Point, and I can tell you. Well, here's what I'm going to say. In working the last 2 years, 2.5 years in Gaston County and being at another middle school, their middle school teams have consistently been good. So if South Point is, quote-unquote, down a little bit, it won't be long. And I don't even know that they're down. I'm just saying.
Right.
Let's move to East Lincoln at Stuart Kramer. Is this the year that Stuart Kramer makes that stops the plateau and makes that point upward?
Maybe, but not tonight.
Not tonight. They've got to stop that running
they're
back.
They're not going to be able to stop him.
East Lincoln is back. They may not have as much as they had last year, but they still got that running back.
They got him. They don't have anybody to stop him, I'm telling you.
No, he's tough.
Burns Bulldogs at Forest View.
Bulldogs. Love Chris Medlin, but Burns is too good.
Oh, yeah.
Burns impressed me in the Cleveland County Jamboree.
Right.
Now, on the message boards, I seen something that said that this game is either canceled or moved.
What's that?
North Gaston at East Gaston.
I haven't heard.
I don't know. Now, their JV played last night. And
okay. Well, maybe I just misread some of the message boards.
No, you might be right. I mean, it might be because of a field situation. North Gaston was trying to get their field in, but as of the end of school, back in May, their field still wasn't ready. So it wouldn't surprise me if their field isn't ready and they had to go to East Gaston. I do know their JV played last night, and East Gaston won that JV game. I'm going to go with the Warriors.
Drawn at Huss tonight.
This is an interesting game, Drew, and I'm going to tell you why. Drawn is returning several players from last 2 years' team that's been really good. And, again, I've heard that Huss has picked up some boys from across the border in South Carolina, and they usually are athletic anyway. This is an interesting game to me. I think Drawn's quarterback is good, but I think the Huskies' athleticism may be able to take that one.
Another game I thought was going to be interesting, but maybe now it won't be. Bessemer City at East Rutherford. Now, I'll throw this out. I talked to Coach Short at Bessemer City.
Yeah.
During their jamboree, quarterback broke his hand.
Oh.
So I'm hoping I'm not letting the cat out of the bag if anybody's listening to East Rutherford and changing their offense right now. But he saw them running a lot of Wildcat.
Yeah.
Just because of needing to.
So let me ask you this. I mean, where are we with East Rutherford, though? East Rutherford 2 years ago.
East Rutherford, hasn't.
They didn't even have a varsity team 2 years ago. So
they have a good coaching staff now. I think this will be a second year that they're really trying to, but I'm not sure if they're going to make noise this year.
It's a lot easier and quicker to ruin a team than it is to build one.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. To build one can take years.
I will say that probably, I just don't know. I don't know.
Like I said, I thought this would have been a great matchup
for
Bessemer City and East Rutherford until I found out that Bessemer City's quarterback broke his hand.
That's what I was about to say. That might be too much for them to overcome. So I might, Shane, I love you, but we may have to go with the Cavaliers. Plus, they're at home.
Yeah.
West Henderson at Newton Conover.
I'm going to go with a toss-up traditionally. I'm going to say Newton Conover because West Henderson lost a lot. You remember they had the senior quarterback.
Yep.
You remember they was like ranked number 3 in 3A.
Yep.
Last year, I think they got knocked off by the team that South Point put out the night we got beat by East Lincoln.
Yes.
And so I think that team was in the same conference as Dudley. I can't remember the name now, but I'm going to go with Newton Conover.
I'm with you.
I think West Henderson lost a lot last year.
The Red Devils. I'll go with them.
Yeah.
A big Lincoln County, and since a lot of Lincoln, you may be able to expound on this.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the Lincoln County schools are in different conferences now.
Right.
So we've
All
got a
got that
rivalry
new turf,
game,
though.
North Lincoln at West Lincoln.
I'm going to go with West Lincoln.
Yeah.
I'm hearing the Rebels are looking real good.
Well, the thing about them, they are Lamont, and I'm going to tell you, they are one of those teams. They run what they do so very well.
Yeah.
I mean, again, they're like a Catholic and a South Point, and I mean, they might not be as talented, but they run their offense and execute it. They've got good, strong, hard-nosed guys. I just think they're a little better than North. Maybe North will surprise us this year, but I'll go with the Rebels.
And they had that tough runner last year.
Yeah,
he graduated.
He went out.
He was tough.
He was.
Let's pick up on the list. Cherryville at Avery County.
I don't know anything about Avery.
Well, I can tell you Avery's a hard place to play.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't care who you are. They get on to you. It's a South Point environment. Half the fans are around the field yelling at you constantly. Yeah. It's an intimidating place to go to.
So just based on that, then Drew, you've convinced me. I'm going with Avery. What do you think, Lamont?
Yeah, and Cherryville's had its struggles in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
High Brighton at Hickory.
That's an interesting game.
It is.
Hickory seems to be a team to watch this year.
Yeah.
I'm leaning toward Hickory.
I am too.
I think High Brighton's still rebuilding.
Yeah.
And remember, that was the first game that Shelby got there. They started their path of really straighten out their season last year, and they blew High Brighton out.
Yeah, and High Brighton was good for so long. And so that's I mean, where are we with them? What are they going to be? So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Right.
And I put this on here
I see that.
Yeah. Blacksburg at Buford.
The Wildcats are down in Lancaster, South Carolina, playing Buford. Thank you, Drew. Varsity guys, we didn't have a JV game last night, but our varsity boys are down there. Feeling really good going into it, feeling like this is a win we can get. Trying to break a streak, so hopefully the Wildcats will pull it off.
Well, that's the other games going on. Make sure you keep listening to us. The Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West just-in-time plumbing scoreboard. We'll try to keep you abreast of a lot of these games, especially that number one, that Gaffney and Crest game. We want to check in with that. We'll take another break. We'll get ready for the kickoff here. Not too long away. We'll also take a look at the 3A rankings, so don't go anywhere. KMHS Sports, here on YouTube. Stay right here with us.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is brought to you by Quality Fence Solutions, HSI Land Development, Max Baxter Roofing, the Albemarle Foundation,
Back here, John Gamble Stadium. You know, I put it out on Facebook, and I've yet to use it yet. We talked about it last Friday, and I put it out on Facebook on one of our web pages. You know, if we had to come up with a nickname for John Gamble Stadium. Now, I'm not saying that John Gamble Stadium will ever, you know, I don't want to lose that moniker.
Right.
But, you know, we could have a nickname for it. And I think the top go-getter was the Battleground.
Right.
I think it's funny how people didn't want to call it the Gamble because of this, because of the casino.
It rolls off the tongue.
It does.
Get good views of the marching band as they take to the field here tonight. Let's look at the 3A now. This is all preseason. Has nothing to do. It's just basically where you finished last year and how they think you could finish this year. Kings Mountain number 1 in the 3A, number 2 Northern Nash, number 3 South Point, number 4 Crest, number 5 East Lincoln, 6 is 71st in Fayetteville, number 7 is Eastern Alamance, J.H. Rose in Greenville is number 8, Dudley number 9, and West Charlotte number 10. I wanted to bring this fact that the Big South Conference has 3 of the top 4 in the 3A.
Wow.
Now, again, this does not mean a hill of beans until a ball game's been played, but that was very interesting.
And 4 of the top 5 are in this area because East Lincoln is 5th.
Exactly.
That's unreal.
Yep. And I think a lot of those preseason rankings are based on how we finished last year, based on who they think is coming back. But we shall see.
Yeah, we will.
We'll take another break. We'll get ready for the kickoff here at John Gamble Stadium. Don't go anywhere. KMHS Sports here on YouTube.
The Mountaineer Football Pregame Show is brought to you by Quality Fence Solutions, HSI Land Development, Max Baxter Roofing, the Albemarle Foundation.
Back here live, John Gamble Stadium, getting ready for the Mountaineers to come on to the field. It's just a great day here at the ballpark.
Yeah, it is. I tell you what, I'm excited. I'm standing up because I'm trying to see the Mountaineer Walk, something new we're starting this year. Coach talked about it on the coach's show the other night. We're going to have the camera on it. We've got the guys coming down the hill through the Mountaineer Man. Thank you to Butler's Landscaping and for helping us get the turf down. It should be really exciting. And I'll tell you, too, you can hear the crowd. I will tell you, too, there's a great crowd here. Our captains are coming down through the stands right now. We've got, looks like Jackson, Javier, Robert Kendrick, and Curtis coming out with Coach Ted for our captains. You can hear the crowd building. It's looking like, the Mountaineers are now walking through the crowd. It's a really cool scene. If you're not here, I'll tell you, you guys that are watching from abroad, I know we got a fan watching us in Alaska, Drew. How about that?
Well, there you go.
He put it on social media tonight. So they're walking through right now just by the press box up by the concession stand. For those of you that are familiar with Kings Mountain High School that aren't here, what they're doing is they're going to go up by the baseball field press box, and they're going to come down the hill to our right where the baseball concession stand is. That's where the camera's going to be in just a moment. And we'll have it up there as you see them come onto the field. Really exciting.
Most definitely.
Looking at the game tonight, we want to thank all of our sponsors: Brittany Austin, Hewitt Realty, from Kings Mountain, Shelby, Gastonia, Bowling Springs. Let Brittany help you with your housing needs. Flooring America, they specialize in carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate flooring, plus insulation. The venue at Turkey Ridge, hands down the best location for any event that you could possibly have. The venue at Turkey Ridge. Allen & Sons Construction, quality-driven construction with client-tailored experiences. How you like that? Allen & Sons Construction. Dillinger's Jewel Shop, over 132 years, the trusted jewelry dealer here in Kings Mountain. Butler Outdoor Design, simply luxury or just simple. They can do it all. JWH Construction, John Herndon, full-service general contractor. The Gutter Guys, residential, commercial, roofing, gutter installation. The Gutter Guys, innovative pools. Matt Bailey, #1 in pools and spas in the area. King Construction, Jeremy King, concrete construction along with rock, brick, masonry. They do it all. Long Branch Land and Water, land and water development. Thank you so much for Logan Harden and Long Branch Land and Water. Christy Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors. Let Christy help you with your home buying and selling needs. Lickety-loos, if your food ain't licking, well, give it a kickin'. Lickety-loos, Brentley Financial Group, the financial leader in the area. And Sierra Miller for City Council, Kings Mountain City Council at large.
I want to say, too, our officials for tonight, referee Don Bias, umpire Andy Probst, head linesman Charles Wisnett, line judge Lonnie Custer, back judge Brandon Pierce. On the clock is Clay Carver. What you also didn't see, ladies and gentlemen, was our own Jeff Johnson just ran down the hill, pulling a Dabo Sweeney before we get there. I see you waving at us, Jeff. Thanks for getting that camera angle, too, as them coming down. We've got the camera on them right there. Here they come. Not going to lie, it looks pretty cool, boys.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to give a shout out to the Kings Mountain cheerleaders tonight. They had a camp with a lot of junior cheerleaders, and one of the prizes for going to the camp was getting to come out here and cheer for this kind of crowd here at John Gamble Stadium. So a lot of great little talent coming up in our cheer squad. So congratulations to those girls there.
Drew, while we were waiting, I didn't have the camera there because I wanted to see the boys come down. Shelby won the toss and declined. So we will get the ball first. We will receive, and we'll see how it goes. Sorry, wrong button. So, Lamont, you got to watch them going off the back. How did it look from the
It
backside?
looked good. It's just the fan participation. I wanted to make sure I catch a glimpse of that.
Yeah, tell us about that because I couldn't see until tell
yeah,
what
most
you saw out
definitely. Just
back.
the fans, it's like departing like the Red Sea. And they just giving the guys high five. It was a very cool experience with the fans experience walking through the concession stand lines. I mean, it was nice. It was something new. It allows the fans to touch the players right before the game, and so that was pretty neat.
It was, and I tell you, I was able to lean over and watch them come through, walk by. I was describing it to the fans. I hope everybody got to hear that. Obviously, seeing it is better, but just hearing it and being a part of it was a good thing, and I like the new tradition, new things. So Kings Mountain is set to receive.
Now, I didn't see the coin toss.
I told you. Yeah, Shelby won and declined.
Okay, gotcha.
They declined their option, and so
they won the ball second half.
I'm assuming so.
Yep.
So deep for us is Teddy, of course, returning senior. Teddy Jeffries is back. He's also back with Jaden Gash, a junior, number 1. So we'll see what happens. Shelby's known for having really good specialists. So I'm sure this kick will travel really deep. And we're almost underway for the 2023 season. Here we go, Lamont.
Or they may squib it.
Might squib it. You never know.
They don't want a big return.
No. White Hat's moving on us and seeing what he's doing. There's something on the field. Okay.
Equipment issue. You got to tuck in his shirt.
No, there was but also there was some kind of rag or something.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Now he's getting somebody from Shelby. Tell him cover his knees. That's a big rule this year.
Yep.
College athletes hurt us because they don't do that, but boy, they watch it in high school, and I'm glad they do. I mean, I'm glad that the officials are good with that.
And you know how some officials are. Man, some officials let it go, some officials don't.
Right.
But again, a lot of these guys, for some reason, they want their knees to show.
They do.
Bro, you want to protect those kneecaps.
Right. And again, it hurts us because another thing I see a lot of those guys on the next level let their mouthpieces hang out.
Yeah.
Another bad situation.
It only take one time for you to bite that tongue.
That's right. He's about to blow it into play. And here we go.
Oh, no, he kicked it.
Deep kick into the end zone.
And Gash is going. No, that's Teddy's going to let it go
in the end zone.
So we'll get to see this Mountaineer offense come out here early on.
And it looked like number 18, Zolo, is going to be the starting quarterback tonight.
All right, I'm back on the sideline, guys.
Jeff, is it as loud down there as it sounds like it is?
It's pretty loud.
Yeah.
Among the players, too.
Good.
Here we go. Let's start the new season.
This is the first game. They didn't know where to line the ball up. This is the 20, right?
Yeah. There we go.
And I'll apologize. Trouble with our clock tonight, so we'll try to let you know what the time is as we carry on during tonight's ball game. I'll try to get those issues worked out. First game of the season, guys. Receiver wide open, across the 50. He's still on his feet, 40, 30.
They blew him out.
And he blew him out of bounds.
Guys, I know you had a better view, but he seemed very open.
Yeah, he was.
The safety bit, Jeff, on the skinny post coming down the hash. That was his help, and when he bit on that, it opened up on the outside. It was a good route. Hand off to Teddy.
Jeffries right up the middle. He'll get 2 or 3 on it.
Teddy Jeffries on the carry, stopped by number 13, L.J. Watkins. A gain of 3, second down and 7 for the Mountaineers.
I'll try not to let the cat out of the bag, but I did see the Mountaineers put in a Wildcat package.
Okay.
So we'll have to see if we get to see that later today.
Right.
Are you at liberty to tell us who was running the Wildcat?
I probably would be, but I don't really know who it was.
Okay.
They ran it so fast I couldn't tell.
Well, guys, you might have noticed we didn't show any tempo in the first couple scrimmages.
No.
And we got to that line fast.
Most definitely. You know, scrimmages, you don't see anything.
Vanilla.
Very.
2nd and 7 for the Mountaineers. Solo quick out to the flats. He's got some running room, 30, 20, almost up to the 20-yard line. And a good Mountaineer first down, first and 10.
Quay's having he's having a good start on this drive.
We remember last year he started off with breaking those tackles. Remember the first touchdown?
Yeah.
Gash on the reception for the Mountaineers.
No, that was Quay Sanders.
Quay Sanders, yeah.
Okay. Handoff once again up the middle,
Teddy.
dances to the left, across the 20.
They're going to call Gash for holding.
And the ball comes out, but
it's the
rolls
right
out of
call.
bounds.
Yeah, it is. They're going to get Gash for holding on the outside, and
Okay.
it was a good call. He had him on the side of his body,
Right.
and his front, what would be his outside hand was on his chest, and the guy couldn't get away.
Was that
Well,
Gash or was it Fat?
It was
number
Gash.
13?
No,
Okay.
Hey, Craig, what's
Yeah.
the usual call on that? Is he allowed to get inside his
He's
numbers?
yeah. If he stays in his
That's-
numbers,
well,
it may-
listen, that's all he had a hold of was his numbers.
Yeah, but I think,
Yeah.
Jeff, because his backside hand was
gotcha.
behind him.
Yeah.
His backside hand was up either under his arm or behind his
Well,
pads.
the coaches are saying he was inside.
Yeah, his front hand was. Just from what I saw, it looked like to me it was a good call. But
Yep.
I mean, of course the coaches are going to yell. I probably would too if I was down there.
Right.
First down and 17 after the march off of the penalty.
First
Audible.
and 17. Gives the handoff left side, trying to beat his man up to the 25-yard line, and he'll be taken out of bounds. So gain of about 5.
Number 19, runs him out of bounds. Second down and 13 for the Mountaineers.
My official friend extraordinaire says you cannot hold the numbers inside. Thank you, Terry.
He's right, and that's what I'm going to say. I really think, though, that he probably would have gotten away with it based on where his hands placement was. Nope.
Nowhere to go.
Nothing there.
Golden Lions stop big. Brings up a third down and long for Kings Mountain.
We got to have something here in third down. We don't want to give Shelby any momentum of stopping us. So we got to have something here. Get it close enough to do a field goal or either go for it on fourth down. I saw today, I think he was hitting it about from 40 yards in pregame.
Yeah, and he's not been able to practice all week the way he wanted to.
Okay.
So he may just be a little rusty, but I still trust him.
Right.
I think the coaches do too. We can get him in there and get him close. Look, but I agree with you. We need to get a little closer.
Right.
Just to be a little more sure.
No turnover.
Solo back. Good coverage. And in and out of his hands.
Is it incomplete?
I believe it was in and out of
Yeah.
Shelby's players' hands as well. So incomplete. Bring up a fourth down.
A little underthrown. There's a flag down here on this sideline.
It's on there.
Maybe a defensive hold.
Okay.
So it's 3rd and 17. So it won't be a first down. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Quay got two hands on that. He was a little underthrown, but he'll want that one back.
Yeah. I was going to say, Jeff, it looked underthrown from up here, so you confirmed that. Jeff, did you happen to see did you see the hold on this side?
No, I was watching the ball.
Okay.
And he was right in front of me, too. Sorry.
It's all right. We all were. That's why I asked you. So
I'm not in
guilty, too.
mid-season form yet to watch the whole field.
Okay, here coming the Wildcat.
Wildcat, because we got Zolo out wide.
And Quay is running it.
Across the 10, across the 5. Does it get in? No, he'll go off about the 2-yard line. But that's good enough for a first down.
Right.
So it'll be first and goal from around the 2-yard line.
Right. We got Shelby Golden Lions injured.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
Looks like 65.
65.
In a lot of pain. No, 69. I'm sorry.
We don't have
we don't have a 69 on
59. You know, the numbers are the big block, bold.
That is
59.
Justin Ross.
Oh,
he's
no.
in a lot of pain.
Junior.
Yeah,
260 pound, 5'11".
Yeah, his brother was Jackie Ross last year, a center. Good guy.
His brother was only last year?
No,
he was only his brother last year. Okay, I got you.
His brother was on the team last year, and he was the center last year. And but good guy, come from a good family. I hope he's okay.
They're going to take a break. We will too. Stay with us, KMHS Sports. We'll be right back after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewitt Realty, Flooring America, the venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen and Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
Back here at John Gamble Stadium, Mountaineers and the Golden Lions scoreless. 8 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Once again, issues with the time clock. I'll get that worked out. Have faith in me, fellas.
We do, Drew. You're the one that sets all this up.
So first and goal for your Mountaineers on the 2-yard line.
Wildcat again. And I saw last time they brought Gash in motion.
That's a great play.
It looks like he might have lost a yard.
Depends
on where they spotted.
Nidrian Wood.
Yeah.
I guess how you say his name.
Yeah. Nidrian Wood, possibly. But he got back there super quick.
Yes, he did. I didn't even see where he came from.
Right.
Well, he came from this end, and because of the man running in motion, really, the line was blocking away. He came really unabated.
7:56 to go here in this first quarter. Mountaineers trying to knock on the door, get a score on the board. Handoff right up the middle. Not a lot of running room. He's still on his feet,
still
though.
Going.
He's still
Touchdown.
going.
Teddy got
Touchdown.
Did he get it?
He got
Touchdown,
in.
Mountaineers.
Good job, Teddy. That's why you don't quit on plays.
That's right.
What a great run.
Good job.
You know, I noticed as he was moving, I noticed that Treston Spikes, obviously he was still blocking. You could see him still moving. So Teddy got kind of lost in the wash right there. But
did a little bit of a scrum moving forward. It was nice.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's watch the extra point here.
Max Thompson will attempt the extra point for Kings Mountain.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. Yep.
And, the Mountaineers have run a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah.
We have here in the first quarter, Mountaineers lead 7-0 over the Golden Lions. 7:40 to go here in this opening quarter. We'll be back with more Mountaineer football right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pools, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Here awaiting the kickoff, Mountaineers and Golden Lions. Kings Mountain puts 7 on the board. Max Thompson gets ready to kick the ball off to the Golden Lions. We'll see Shelby's offense for the first time today. And more importantly, we'll get to see the Mountaineer defense.
Right.
We expect Kings Mountain to come with a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I would think so with the sophomore quarterback. Keep him unstable all night.
Great kick from Kings Mountain back at the 3-yard line. Shelby will return it.
There's a block in the back.
Yep.
Oh,
He's got plenty of room. Max Thompson's going to try to make the catch, and they do
Is
not.
that Isaiah
He steps
Bridges?
out of
He
bounds.
stepped out. That's Isaiah Bridges.
He steps out of bounds.
Cannot let him get loose.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, though, they're going to go back and see on film.
Blocking the
There's
back.
a huge block in the back that the refs missed. And I know they can't see everything, but
Right.
it was pretty blatant. We got launched. I think it was Javier that got hit too.
Right.
Here we go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what our medal's made or what we're made of.
So the Kings Mountain defense gets put on test right here early on. Shelby have it 1st and 10 from the 44.
I think they're trying to decide where did he step out. I think they got it marked. Okay.
Yeah. It's a good play by Max.
44-yard line.
Sorry, Drew. I didn't mean to speak over you. Good hustle by the kicker. Max made a great play to get over there.
It was a great kick.
Yeah, it was a great kick. But Lamont saw it when I did. I mean, he got we got hit pretty hard right there in the back.
Right.
Quick pass out to, and he'll be down at the 50-yard line, so he'll go backwards 6 yards.
I tell you, that's a dangerous pass too, because that's
It
a
was.
backwards pass.
Second and 16 for Shelby. 6:58 to go here in this opening quarter here at John Gamble Stadium. Great crowd on both sides. Handoff right up the middle. He's got some running room and beat a few people off.
Oh, wow.
Helmet comes off.
That's
Almost a first down. He might missed it by a yard. So bring up 3rd and short.
It's like he's got 3rd and 2.
all right, we need a big stop here by defense.
Timeout. Kings Mountain.
And Mountaineer defense will take a timeout, and so will we. We'll be back with more Mountaineer football right after this, so don't go anywhere.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewlett Realty, Flooring America, the venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen & Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
Back here, John Gamble Stadium. Mountaineers up 7-0, but Shelby in good position to make their move towards the end zone. 6:03 left to go here in this first quarter. Handoff right up the middle again. Mountaineers able to stop, but not before. I believe he's going to get that first down by maybe a yard.
I think that's Tristan Tate, number 21. He ran the ball very well against us on last year as well. So he's very, very fast and quick. He hits the hole hard.
Golden Lions coming up with a full house backfield. Back to throw, looking deep, but he's under pressure. He gets the ball off, and it is caught.
Nobody covered him.
And did he get in? He got in. Shelby scores 6 points.
He ran right by him. Nobody covered him, obviously.
It's a wheel route, wasn't it?
Yep. I give the quarterback credit, too, for standing there and throwing that ball.
Listen, that was huge by that sophomore.
So touchdown, Golden Lions.
He stayed in there. He wasn't rattled. He looks very calm and composed, being a sophomore quarterback.
Yeah.
Jose Lopez in for the Golden Lions to kick the extra point. Kick is up. Appears to be good. Shelby ties it at 7 here at John Gamble. 7-7 with 5:27 to go here in this opening quarter. We've got more action coming to you. Stay right there where you're at.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pools, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here live, John Gamble Stadium. Drew Fulton, Jeff Johnson, Craig Short, Little John with you tonight. First game of the season, tied at 7 here at John Gamble. 5:27 to go here in this first quarter. He'll take it from the 5 up across the 20. Trying to get Pad up to the 30, and they're going to run him out of bounds. So the Mountaineers will open up 1st and 10 from around the 30-yard line. So both teams so far has offenses that can score points.
Shelby capitalized on a good punt, on a good kickoff return too. So that definitely
gave him some momentum.
Yeah,
we just got to make sure we stay consistent on offense and keep scoring.
Handoff right up around the left side. It's number 21, the ball carrier, Teddy Jeffries, just right across the 20-yard line. So he may have gained a yard. Once again, right up the middle. Gets it across right there at the 35. Good 4-yard run for Kings Mountain.
I'll tell you what, that was a great run, and our guys are playing pretty well up front, but that's tough sledding up in there. Shelby's defensive line is playing really well. They're playing really well in their gaps. They're penetrating where they need to. So far, they're giving us all we want.
Right.
Zolo back to pass. Quick pass out. Trying to get across the sticks. Depends on, looks like he did. Looks like he's going to gain about 2 more extra.
Good catch. Good throw.
So Mountaineers able to reset the chains. 1st and 10, 3:52 to go here in this first quarter. Game tied at 7. We'll check in just a little bit. Right up the middle, plenty of running room that time, maybe a 7-yard carry. We'll check in with the Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West just-in-time plumbing scoreboard here shortly. Try to check on that Crest Gaffney game.
Looks like he's going to be a couple yards short.
Yeah. It looks to me, Craig, is that Coach Bolton has seen something. He's trying to wear down this defense, this Shelby defense, because he sees a number of their key players are going both ways.
Yeah.
And I think this is a good recipe that this game is not won in the first quarter. This is a 4-quarter game.
Yeah.
And, the recipe with Coach Herron is that, will they be still standing and fresh in the fourth quarter? I think the recipe here is he is running, trying to wear this defense down.
It's a great observation.
It is.
The Wildcat.
Good,
first down, and then some.
That was a good cut up by Quay.
So, Drew, while we have a break, while they're moving the chains, I'll say real quick on the Coldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West just-in-time plumbing scoreboard. The only thing we've got is East Gaston's up 6-0 over North Gaston. Cherryville's up 6-0 over Avery. South Point is up 14-7 over Lincolnton.
Wow.
And that's the only score right now of the games we were following that Newton Conover's down 13-0.
Wow. And we picked Newton Conover.
Yeah, we did. Hang on, I got one more.
Handoff left side. Got plenty of running room across the 45 to the 40-yard line. And he's still.
Josiah.
That's Josiah Hill. Wow. Josiah Hill, remember that name. He was a beast on JV last year as a freshman. Hard-nosed runner. And that's going to be a good 1-2 patch with him and 1-2 punch with him and Teddy.
Yeah.
They're going to mark him a yard short.
Yeah, they're wearing this defense down early.
Straight up the middle, enough for a good first down for the Mountaineers.
One other update, Drew, I didn't get. East Rutherford is up 8-0 over the Bessemer City Yellow Jackets.
So that was good. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier. Coach Herron did say that he wants our team to be pounding just as hard in the first quarter as the fourth quarter.
Right.
Jeffries again, the ball carrier.
You got to believe as much as they're running these plays up the middle, you're going to see some play action out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Setting it up.
They are. I just think they are wearing down this defense because they see that their key players are both ways.
Big 77 for them had to go out.
Yeah, Pierce is playing center and inside defensive tackle, and he's a key player.
So timeout, Shelby. We'll take a timeout, too. We'll be back more Mountaineer football. Stay with us right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pools, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here, John Gemmel Stadium, 1:31 to go here in the first quarter. Tied at 7. Zolo's pass across the 30-yard line.
To Fat.
He'll try to get up to around the 25. I think he's going to mark him dead around the 24-yard line. So 3rd and about 4.
3rd and 5 for the Mountaineers.
Zolo looks to the sidelines for his signals. Play clock down to 7 seconds. 4 seconds. They're going to have to call another timeout to get this play off.
That's a flag.
We moved because umpire doesn't call a delay. I don't think we knew the signal there. It looked like we were confused, obviously.
So that'll go back to 3rd and 9. So 3rd and long for Kings Mountain. Quarter's about to wind down, 34 seconds and counting here in the opening quarters. John Gamble Stadium, 7-7. Mountaineers with a big 3rd down right here.
Held it too long.
Yep.
Zolo trying to find a receiver, and he'll be sacked.
I do appreciate that he didn't try to force that.
Right.
But that's a little bit on him for holding it.
Yeah, and he can run the ball. He can't be there. He got to know how to scramble, get out of there, and because he's a good athlete. Just settle down. He good.
So that'll end the first quarter, and we'll end it too. We'll be back with more Mountaineer football. Stay with us, KMHS Sports, right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewlett Realty, Flooring America, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen & Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
Back here at John Gamble Stadium, Drew Fulton, Lamont Littlejohn, Craig Short, Jeff Johnson with you. Thank you so much for tuning in to our broadcast tonight. Full house here at John Gamble Stadium, at least on the home side, and some great student sections across the way, and our own Mountaineer Nation as well. So Mountaineers will punt it deep. And it is a fake. They'll cross the 40, 30. He's across, first down,
Yep,
and he's
Robert
still on
Gentry.
his feet. All the way, touchdown, Mountaineers.
Touchdown, Robert Gentry.
How about that?
How about that?
Guys, we didn't see that coming no more
No,
than
no.
anybody else did.
No.
You know what? I didn't want to. I'm not gonna lie, and y'all are gonna think I'm lying when I say this.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, the practices that I've seen, they've run that a lot,
Yep.
and I've watched it a lot since
Right.
Gabe's the snapper.
Right.
And I knew they had it in their repertoire.
Right. And Coach Herron knew they needed something.
Yeah.
They couldn't give the ball back to Shelby with some momentum. They needed something before giving the ball back to Shelby.
Kick is up, and it is good. Mountaineers lead 14-7. 11:56 to go here in the second quarter. Stay with us. We've got more KMHS Sports right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pools, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here live, John Gamble Stadium. Drew Fulton, Lamont Littlejohn, Craig Short, Jeff Johnson with you. Mountaineers score on a what do we call that? What is the
It's a fake punt. Fake punt.
We have a cute nickname for that.
Now they're smart, right? Don't kick it to them.
Mountaineers kind of keep it
smart.
I'll do a Coldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West just-in-time plumbing scoreboard update. Hickory up 7-0 over High Brighton. Cherryville up 6-0 over Avery County. West Henderson 13, Newton Conover 0. East Rutherford 14, Bessemer City 0. South Point 14, Lincoln 7. No score withdrawn in Hunter Huss. No Burns up 14-0 over Forest View. West Lincoln, North Lincoln, no score. That's posted. And Bunker Hill's up 14-0 over Freedom. Gaffney is now down 6-3 to the Chargers.
Wow.
East Gaston is up 12-6 over North Gaston. East Burke 14-0 over Patton. East Lincoln 15-0 over Stuart Kramer.
Straight up the middle. Not a lot of room to run. He might have gotten 1 yard out of it. Guys, if Crest wins that game, does that say more about Crest or does it say more about Captain?
I think yes. I think it's yes to both of them because I don't care what Gaffney. Like I said earlier, they say they're down a little bit with numbers. Doesn't matter.
Right.
I mean, Gaffney is still going to. I mean, that's like. I mean, when teams beat like a Shelby or even beat us now.
Right,
I mean,
right.
Gaffney's name carries so much power. So
exactly
that would be a great win for the Chargers if they can hold it.
Number 8. Oh, the ball is on the ground.
Yep.
And it looks like Mountaineers will get the ball back. They will.
So you
Lamb Farmer puts it on the ground.
Right.
And I did not see the Mountaineer that really caused that fumble.
I'm going to be honest, Drew, the pocket collapsed from his right, which made him step up a little, and when he did, it just I'm with you. I don't know who got him, but they got him, and that's all we need, and we got the ball. Maiden's up 19-0 over Ford. That one has just updated.
So the offense will come back out once again, and I'm sure the Shelby defense
didn't want to come back.
Did not want to come back this soon.
Not this soon.
Not this soon.
Zolo still in at quarterback, barking his signals. Puts a man in motion. And a quick pitch out to the left side. He's got a little bit of running room. He'll get maybe 10 yards on that carry.
I mean, Teddy hits that hole so hard.
Yes, I love how he runs.
Oh, yeah.
And that pitch was a little behind him.
Yeah.
He did a great job to gather the ball and then hit the hole.
Yeah, good observation, Jeff.
Straight up the middle and nowhere to run. Brings up a quick third down.
That was a great play.
It was.
The Shelby defense.
Joe Garnett, senior, 6'3", 215.
And another Shelby Golden Lion slow to get up off the turf. While they tend to him, we'll take a break. We'll be back. More Mountaineer football. Stay with us right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pools, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here, John Gamble Stadium. I didn't get his number, but the Shelby player kind of helped off, but he was on his own power. So always a good sign. 10 minutes, 49 seconds to go in this first half.
61 or 51? One of those.
back in the Wildcat.
Big
Quay
third down
Summers.
here. Guys, I haven't mentioned it yet. If you've noticed, the Mountaineers logo on one right side of the helmet, but left side is numbers. That's new this year.
Yep.
Around the right side, just kind of a quick
Yeah, the Jaden
sweep.
Gash.
Jaden Gash.
I think in the past where we used to have the heavy package, I think the Wildcat now is what we're going to see a heavy dose of.
Guys, I got up close and personal with that play. Gash is quick.
Oh, he's fast.
I mean, special speed.
Right up the middle over on the right side. Mountaineers able to fight for maybe two.
Carry stopped by number 60, Lenora's Gist. A gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Stay with us at halftime. A great interview. Our new halftime interview host, Brad Melton. He was able to sit down with Lexi Wright. Lexi, cheerleader, a former cheerleader of Kings Mountain, and now for the Tar Heels. She'll sit down and talk to us tell us a little bit of life of a cheerleader at the college level. So stay tuned for that at halftime. Plus, we'll break up all the scores and tell you exactly what to look for in this second half. There's a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout too. Shelby will burn another timeout. We'll be right back right after this messages.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewlett Realty, Flooring America, the venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen and Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
Back here live at John Gamble Stadium. 2nd and 9 for Kings Mountain. Fakes the throw once and twice. Looks for the corner of the end zone.
Oh, wow.
They're going to call interference.
Yeah.
The back judge is going to call it, I think, because he's thrown his flag at the goal line.
The DB didn't turn his head.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I'd have done that too.
Right.
I mean, I don't blame the DB for playing it that way.
Right. Because he was beat.
Yeah. And Gash still made a call, or made the catch, I should say.
Did. And I think Zola wanted to throw it. He hesitated. If he would have threw it as first gut, his first gut was throw it, and he hitched a little bit.
But I'm wondering, Lamont, did he pull it and hit? Maybe it wasn't quite open.
Gotcha,
I wasn't watching.
Gotcha,
I was watching him.
Gotcha.
I thought maybe you saw it.
Yeah.
I always say throw it out there. Let your
playmaker make
let your receiver make a play.
And he almost made a great play.
He did.
So 1st and 9 from the 9-yard line. 1st and goal. You were saying we get to see UNASH in at H-back this year,
right,
Jeff?
The clock went out. Hold up. Hey, the clock went out.
It's up. It's back up.
Okay.
It's back up.
It's back up.
He used to do that a lot.
Yeah.
He hadn't done it in a while.
Yeah.
First game of the year.
A little home cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We had to take a little break there.
But we've got to do that when the play clock's going
Oh.
down.
And hope the back judge isn't keeping it.
And the ball off over on the left side, trying to get away. Shoestring tackle.
Play.
Get up, Teddy. Get up, Teddy.
Uh-oh.
Teddy Jeffries He's up, just slow to get up. Looks like it's his arm there.
Yeah.
He's grabbing his right elbow, or forearm.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about elbows. You remember last couple of years with Caleb?
Yes.
Certainly.
Yeah. Hope he's okay.
So 2nd and 13 for Kings Mountain.
They're starting to be very aggressive on that run up the middle.
Yeah.
See the play call adjustment here.
Yeah. Probably some play action coming.
Zolo back. Plenty of time to throw. Throws it to the end zone corner.
Oh, just a
He was
little long.
open.
Just a little over.
Yeah, he was open.
Yep.
That's a good look.
It was a good look. If he just puts a little bit air under it, let it
Lets it
drop
in.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
I agree.
Just throw that down.
I know that's a play that you want to score,
Right.
but he could have easily dumped that in the flats for
Oh, you saw something
a
down?
big pickup.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
the running back came into the flats and nobody
Gotcha.
was covering him.
And I'm telling you, Jeff, once these quarterbacks understand that flat is like
I mean, everybody went with
95%
mash.
open
Everybody.
all the time. Right.
Yep.
Right. That just starts with the quarterback reading the defense, understanding the personnel, but 9 times out of 10, that flat is always going to be open.
Zolo back right across
it's
the
behind
middle.
him a little.
Yep.
That was a great play.
Right.
He just threw it behind him. It was on his back hip.
Right.
4th and 13
Yep, he was open.
in field goal range if they choose to do it. And looks like that's what they're going to attempt. We've attempted 2 field goals in our jamborees and missed both of them. 30-yard field goal attempt. The ball is up.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's good.
Job. Good job,
Mountaineers
Max.
will go up 3 more points over the Golden Lions. And we've got more Mountaineer football right after this, so stay with us.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pools, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here, Mountaineers up 17-7. Mountaineers kicking it off. 8:39 to go here in the first half. Once again, stay with us. Lexi Wright, our halftime interview. Brad Melton, our new halftime interview host. Brad did a great job.
He did. Maybe you need to hire him. He's probably a lot cheaper than me.
Wait a minute. Is there pay involved?
Max Thompson kicks it short once again, 35-yard line, and looks like he kind of slipped a little bit
It looked like
up
he got
to the
pushed
40.
in the back by one of his players.
Jeff, to go back to your question, yes, the former host was so demanding they felt like they needed to pay the new guy.
Wow.
Yeah, just what I heard.
That insider information?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Guys, I'll say Shelby has to feel pretty good about that, only giving up 3 points.
Right.
Off a turnover. Their defense held them pretty well. So that's a win, I'd say, for them.
And Craig, what you think? I think for Shelby, they need to take time off the clock,
Yes.
and they need to score here, whether it's a field goal or because turn it back over and let's go up 24-7.
Michael
but
Ward.
27 is not going to be good.
Yeah.
Michael Ward on the stop, 5-yard gain for the Golden Lions.
I'm going to say, too, Lamont, we're probably going to see a pretty big dose of running.
Right.
To take time off the clock and to probably to try to give the quarterback some confidence again.
Farmer again hands it off, but nowhere to go. Mountaineers all over the backfield.
Got Javier there.
Right.
Looks like he's going to.
Eli Lipscomb. All right, there's a big play here.
Third and 9 for Shelby. Farmer back to pass. Looking for a receiver under pressure. Just dumps it off. Cross.
Oh, wow. That was big time by the quarterback. Wow. I mean, he stood right in there and made that pass. He made a play.
Yeah, I give him credit. He kept his eyes downfield, kept his feet moving just enough.
Yeah.
And, the receiver did a good job coming back to him a little.
Yeah.
Something to keep an eye on. He took a shot. He's limping just a little bit.
Right. He's a big kid.
Well,
he
had to have heard footsteps behind him.
Yeah.
As he was trying to find a receiver to throw it to.
Yeah, this kid is good size. He's 6'4". He's just a sophomore.
He's coming out.
Yeah. Oh, is that Drew?
That's Drew. They have I know he can play some QB,
Yeah,
but I think they also run their own version of a Wildcat.
He did that last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Hollifield keeps it himself, but nowhere to go. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. Jason Melton on the tackle for Kings Mountain.
Most definitely. Jason Melton is going to be a stud this year.
And I'll say it again.
You.
Jason Melton's a terrific kid.
He is. And we're going to be calling his name a whole lot this year.
And I've gotten to know him a little bit more this year than before. Right. But Robert Kendrick, also a great kid.
Oh, most definitely.
Handoff right up the middle, takes a little slip there across at the 40-yard line. He'll get 1 yard on the carry.
Drew, to help verify that point, my wife taught a number of these young men who are seniors when they were at the middle school, and she's gone on and on the last 2 years about how good. Obviously, now Jason wasn't with us in the middle school. I know he's a good young man, but Robert and Bryson Brown and the others, just how good of young men they are, which is a testament to their families as well. I'll say something pretty
Farmer
obvious.
back in at quarterback for Shelby.
I'm sure this is 4-down territory.
Most definitely.
And couldn't get it. He throws it at the last minute. Flag on the play.
How did he throw that ball? That was huge.
Jeff, are you behind the play where you could see that?
Was he on the ground?
I am behind the play. The white hat was right there, so he had the much better view than I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how he was not
Man, that was spectacular.
on the ground.
I got to give a guy the credit. Yeah. I mean, that's
like a penalty against us.
Yeah, it's going to be
holding. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
I don't think our student section would like that call. No. I heard what they were saying. So 1st and 10 for Shelby Golden Lions, still live right there at the 30-yard line. 5:26 to go here in the second quarter. Farmer with the ball, hands off to the right side. That's number 21, looking for some running room and finds it. They'll bring him down around the 5-yard line. Tristan Tate, the ball carrier for Shelby, sophomore.
Guys, he is fast.
Yes, he
is fast. Yeah, I think
Shelby's taking a timeout.
Wow.
Nope. I believes Zay is on the ground. Zay took a knee. It's an injury timeout.
Okay, I saw. Yeah, Jeff, thank you. I saw the white hat touch his chest.
So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back here. More Mountaineer football. Stay with us right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pools, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety-loos. Brinkley Financial Group.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah,
here
yeah,
at John
that's good,
Gamble
that's
Stadium, 5:05 to go here.
And tell her keep it on the quarterback. Tell her keep it on the quarterback.
1st and 6.
Okay, you gonna bring it down? Okay, I got you.
Little high snap, but they are able to control it down to around the 5-yard line. Bring up a 2nd and 5.
Shot by number 11, Antonio Armstrong.
Antonio Armstrong on the tackle for Kings Mountain.
Second and goal from the 6. Check that the gate. They spot the ball on the 5-yard line. Second and goal from the 5.
Farmer still in at quarterback. I don't see him really limping anymore. Hand the ball off number 21, but they're there to make the tackle.
That's a great play by Antonio.
Good play.
3 and 4 Mountaineers it
Big
took to
time
take him
by
down.
number 11.
Yeah, Antonio set it up, and then
Yeah.
the guy swarmed.
Right.
Great play.
Third down.
Did it look like he made it back to the 6?
It looks like he's at the 6-yard
That's what
line.
they marked it, but I didn't think he got back to the 7.
So 3rd and 6. Farmer back under pressure looking for a receiver. He'll get sacked.
Big
He
time.
will lose some yardage that time.
Was that Curtis? That was Curtis.
That was
in there?
both defensive ends, I believe.
Curtis and
Curtis Simpson led the way that time. It looks like Shelby will run in their field goal team.
Both defenses bow up in the red zone.
big time.
Lopez in for the field goal. And flag on the play. Shelby will be penalized 5 yards, illegal procedure. Fourth and 15.
Clock's running at 2:43.
2:43, 2:42, and going.
It's good.
And the kick is up and good. She'll be able to put 3 more on the board. 17-10, Mountaineers lead here at John Gamble in the second quarter. 2:29 to go here in the first half. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more Mountaineer football right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewitt Realty, Flooring America, the venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen & Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting.
Back here awaiting the kickoff, and let's get some scoring updates.
Colwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West just-in-time plumbing scoreboard. West Lincoln 7, North Lincoln 0. Maiden 21, Ford nothing. Hickory 21, High Brighton 0. Cherryville, Avery County tied at 6. Gaffney down 17 to 20 to the Chargers. Burns up 22 to nothing over Forest View.
Mountaineers with a lane.
It's Gash.
Across the 50.
Sorry, I had to stop giving the scores. I had to watch. East Lincoln 23-0 over Stuart Kramer. West Henderson 25, Newton Conover 0. East Burke 35, Patton 0. Bessemer City down 21-6 to the East Rutherford Cavaliers. And the South Point Red Raiders 21-7 over Lincolnton. Let's see. North Gaston 6, East Gaston 13, Freedom 8, Bunker Hill 21, Drawn, it changed on me here real quick, Drawn 35, Hunter Huss 0. And that's the update.
Thank you, sir. Mountaineers take over 1st and 10 from their own 48 or the Shelby 48-yard line. Around the left side, a little bit of running room. He'll get up to close to the 45. Bring up a 2nd and about 7. Josiah Hill in the backfield for Kings Mountain right now. Quick pass out to the flats. Still on his feet, trying to get to the 40.
He made something happen
He'll be
there.
a little short.
Shelby did a good
Getting
job.
to the 40.
Sorry, Drew. Shelby did a good job closing on that, and then he just was able to work his way through.
Late penalty from
the back judge.
It's the back judge.
It looked like it was on Shelby, maybe a late hit.
Could
Yeah,
be.
I see it.
He was in the secondary, threw it.
Yeah, I see the flag over there on the 30, Jeff.
Yeah, Josiah went down with his helmet off, and he was clapping as to say thank you.
Maybe ripped off his helmet or
Yeah,
something.
it was probably.
Face mask.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So 1st and 10, Mountaineers. A minute 33 to go here in this first half. Zolo hands it off over on the left side. Josiah Hill.
If he would have stayed in that hole, he bounced it out, I think, too quick. If he would have stayed in the hole, I think instead of losing yard, he would at least gain 1 or 2.
Yeah.
He'll learn. He's just a sophomore. Stay in that hole. Don't bounce. Don't dance. Hit the hole. Go.
Second and 12. Zolo look for a receiver.
Good pass.
Finds one right over the middle.
He's gone.
Still running room. 5-10. Touchdown, Kings Mountain.
We've seen that before, haven't we?
Yes, we have. I'm going to tell you, man. I'm going to tell you right now. That ball was on a rope.
It was.
He didn't throw behind him that time.
He sure did.
Now, the other one was to Gash, but that ball was on a rope. And I'm going to also say this. Our offensive line did a great job right there showing or giving him time to throw. Zolo did a great job in the pocket.
Sure did.
It's a good switch on the camera there. Look at our cheerleaders and our crowd.
Most definitely.
That's a great job. Good snap. Good kick.
The ball is up. And good. Mountaineers 24, Shelby 10. We've got about 49 seconds left to go in this first half. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with more Mountaineer football right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewitt Realty, Flooring America, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen and Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
all the way down.
Back here we go, 49 seconds to go here in this first half. Stay tuned for halftime. Lexi Wright interview. Great interview. You want to stay around for that. And a short kick once again. Golden Lions still finding a little bit of running room. Won't get up to the 50, though. They'll take over 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line.
Wouldn't it be better just to kick it out of bounds? Then they get it on the 40?
Well, no, because they could make us kick it again.
Oh, that's true. Just thinking, boy, that's where speed hurts us. It's affecting the game, special teams.
Well, I think he gives a lot of confidence to his defense to be able to hold them at this position.
Interception.
Intercepted by the Mountaineers. It'll go the other way.
And there goes that man,
That's
number 7, Jason Melton. I told you, we're going to be saying his name all year long. Good play, guy. Good play.
Guys, I was looking for scores. Tell me, Lamont, tell me what happened on that.
Oh, it looked like the quarterback that is from Shelby, the way he was pointing, maybe his receiver did the wrong route.
Well,
it was like floated up.
Yeah, I agree with Lamont. It looked like there was some miscommunication.
Yeah.
Like he was almost doing a little bit of a slant instead of coming out to the sideline.
Right.
And he maybe tried to throw it away, but Melton just was all over it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Zolo back to throw.
Going to call a holding
flag
on
the
spikes.
play. And it's called around the 40-yard line.
Going to call holding on spikes. Guys, I'm going to give you a score. It's going to shock you. It doesn't have any bearing on us, but I just saw it. It ain't the one you think I'm going to say.
Okay.
This won't shock you. Blacksburg, the Wildcats are up 14-7. Go Wildcats.
Right.
Here's the score. It's going to shock you. South Meck at the half. South Meck 21, Charlotte Catholic 2.
Huh?
South Meck
Safety.
21, Charlotte Catholic 2. How about that?
The South Met that was at the Jamboree that played against Shelby.
The South Meck that was at the Jamboree.
And Shelby beat them.
And Shelby beat them like a dog.
Oh, wow.
Catholic 2.
Wow. What is going on?
I don't think
there?
that's a misprint because I'm getting that on
right.
I'm getting that on ScoreStream.
Wow. Yeah, that's a shocker.
So 1st and 20.
Second and 20 for the Mountaineers.
Scoreboard.
Check that. 1st and 20 for the Mountaineers.
.49 seconds and counting. Looks like the Mountaineers are just content to let it run out right now. Shelby will get the ball to open up the second half. Zolo keeps it, able to get maybe a yard out of it, but nothing more. And that'll be the final play of the first half. The Mountaineers will lead at 24-10. Right quick, guys, first impressions of the first half for either team.
I think our team has played really well.
Right.
I think Shelby has shown how fast they still are.
Right.
And they're good up front.
Yeah.
So Lamont said it earlier. It's going to be a war of attrition. I believe. I think we're wearing them down a little more.
Right. And again, the only thing with Shelby is that their youth. But I'm telling you, I've been very impressed by the sophomore quarterback at Shelby.
Yes.
Very impressed. But I'm very impressed with our offense. Our offense are moving the ball. They're showing more consistency than they did. I think we're pleased.
Well, guys, let's take a break. We'll get ready for halftime. Stay with us. Great halftime interview. Don't go anywhere. This is KMHS Sports, presentation of the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewlett Realty, Flooring America, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen & Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting, The halftime show is brought to you by the following sponsors: Ben Engel and On Cue Financial, Audio Video Designs, Patriot Jacks Outfitters, KM Elite, Taylor Law, PLLC, Shara Miller for Kings Mountain City Council.
Welcome to the Kings Mountain Halftime Show. I'm your host, Brad Melton. I'm here with Miss Lexi Wright Leviner.
Yes.
First of all, congratulations on your recent nuptials.
Thank you.
Lexi is a former Kings Mountain High School alumni and a cheerleader here. Class of 2020, is that correct?
Yes.
Class of 2020. She is now at University of North Carolina Tar Heels as a cheerleader. And first of all, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thank you. Well, let's just a couple of things I want to ask you about. First of all, can you just kind of tell us what is the biggest difference in high school cheering and college cheering?
Yes, so what I've experienced, the biggest difference is just the amount of people that I'm cheering in front of. I've cheered in the Dean Dome in front of sold-out stadiums, and it's just like unreal, the amount of people when you look up and see all of the people. So yeah, I would say that's definitely one of the biggest differences. And also, like, being on TV, that's definitely something that is new and different. I'll have, like, people texting me after games, pictures of me on TV, which is, like, so unreal and just so cool.
So you're doing football and basketball?
Yes, and sometimes other sports. Like, I've cheered at a soccer game, I've cheered at a gymnastics meet before, but mainly football and basketball.
Which one do you prefer?
Oh, that's a hard choice. That's a common question that we get on the cheer team.
Well, yeah, you get the Saturday atmosphere of the college football.
Yeah.
But then Carolina is definitely a basketball school.
Yes.
It's just a different
They're
atmosphere.
different, yeah. Personally, I'm a football girl. Like, I love football games. I love being outdoors. I love the heat. But basketball is definitely, like, more personal because, like, when you see the fans, like, so close to you, it's really cool. So, yeah.
Well, tell me this. Walk us through a typical day of being a college cheerleader, from practice to your class schedules to any extra thing that you might do.
Yeah, so we are treated kind of like athletes, but kind of not at the same time. So we have workouts in the mornings in the Carolina weight room, which is super cool. We have, like, a trainer. So yeah, we do that in the mornings, and then after that, we'll get, like, a protein shake or something from the Carolina Nutrition, and then we go to class just like any other student, and then 2 nights a week we have practice, and we actually practice in the Carolina Gymnastics facility, which is super cool that we get to use that. And then, yeah, so we practice 2 nights a week for about 2 hours. We warm up with a mile run around campus, which sucks. But yeah, that's pretty much a day in the life. It's pretty normal, except for it does take more time to be a college cheerleader, just like any other college athlete, because we have to, like, juggle the hard classes of being at UNC while also going to workouts and mandatory practices. So.
All right, game day. You got a big game coming up against South Carolina pretty soon.
Yes.
What does game day like? What time does it start? What are your pregame rituals, so to speak? Walk us through a game day.
Okay, game day is the most fun part of being a cheerleader. It is definitely crazy. So it starts pretty early. Even if the game is at night, we are getting up early. We really try to eat a lot during games because during the 4 hours of a football game, we don't really get to eat that much except for a little snack at halftime. So we really try to get, like, some good meals in. And it takes me about an hour to an hour and a half to get ready. And so So get ready, and then before the game starts, we normally have a lot of appearances. We go to meeting fans, taking pictures, just like cheering the team into like the stadium, wherever it be, like whether it's in Charlotte at the Panthers Stadium or even at our home field. We'll like have like a big pep rally where we cheer everyone in with the band. And then, when the game starts, we normally have about an hour to warm up on the field, and then we do our pregame show, which is with the band on the field. And then we run out on the field and get ready for the team to come out, which is my favorite part of game day because the fireworks go off and the crowd is just going crazy. And that's like, it's the best. So.
Let me ask you this. Let's go back to your time at Kings Mountain. What is your top memory? What's your favorite thing that you remember about cheering at Kings Mountain? Oh my goodness. I cannot pick one, but if I had to choose like the best memory, it would be standing. I was a flyer and still am at Carolina, but in the stunts when we're holding the banner for the players to run through, and everyone in the stadium is standing up and cheering pretty much like the same. My favorite part at UNC is also my favorite part at Kings Mountain. It's just so fun to like hear the fight song and like the band and seeing the like football players run through the big blow up thing was like the coolest thing ever. So that was definitely one of my favorite parts. And then my senior year beating Shelby was definitely a highlight of the time. That was awesome. Well, maybe we can make that same memory for some.
Oh yes, I'll be waiting. Yes.
This coming weekend.
Yes.
Tonight.
Yeah.
All right. So let me ask you this: for those aspiring cheerleaders out there, for the young children who are just starting, or maybe they're in high school now, what advice would you give them?
Yeah. So. My advice would be to work hard every single day. Actually, not every single day. Take some rest, but definitely work hard. It takes work to cheer at this level, but it's definitely possible. So my advice would be to work hard and to never let anyone tell you that it's impossible or that your dreams are too big.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell the fans before we leave?
I would just like to say, go Mountaineers and go Tar Heels.
Listen, make sure you check out Lexi at the next Carolina game you see, whether it's on TV, whether you have the opportunity to go see them in person. Send her pictures when you see her on TV. She likes to see those. So,
yes.
Lexi, thank you again.
Yes,
good luck on this season, and we appreciate you being on our halftime.
Thank you. Go Mountaineers.
The halftime show is brought to you by the following sponsors: Ben Engel and On Cue Financial, Audio Video Designs, Patriot Jacks Outfitters, KM Elite, Taylor Law, PLLC, Shara Miller for Kings Mountain City Council.
Back here at John Gamble Stadium, getting ready for the second half of action here in Kings Mountain. And first impressions of our Mountaineers the first half, Craig.
I thought they played well and executed. Defense came up big for us when they needed to. I thought we moved the ball well when we needed to. Executed the offense quite well. I was impressed with our running game. Looks to me like they're trying to run the ball a little more, maybe to wear them down up front, which is a good plan. But we all know that the run sets up the pass. So obviously, we have looks to be a high-powered offense where they want to throw the ball. Those have worked well for us. Missed a couple, but that's only because one, it was there was pass interference. One was behind a little bit. I thought the Wildcat looked good. That's a new wrinkle. We've not seen that. Drew, you said you had seen it at practice this week, so that's good. Overall, I would say it was a good half. But obviously, Shelby is explosive. We have seen that, and so we know they start with the ball. So this could be, this could be a different ball game pretty quickly.
Well, let's see as we start this second half if the tempo the Mountaineers set forth in the first half. One, can Kings Mountain keep that up? Two, will that make the difference in this ball game with Shelby?
Yeah, I agree. And that's the thing is what you're alluding to, Drew, is like maintaining. Can you maintain the momentum that you had? Can you do the things you need to do to get there? I think they can. This is what they've been working on. This is what they've been talking about. Coach Heron talked about playing hard the whole time. Finishing the drill. So let's finish this off and see what happens. But he also knows the tradition and the coaching that is on that team over there in white and black and gold tonight. It's going to be tough. We've got to still continue to compete and play hard.
Well, we'll take another break. We'll get ready for the second half of action and come back with some scores around the area on our school board. Stay with us more at KMHS Sports right after this.
The halftime show is brought to you by the following sponsors: Ben Engel and On Cue Financial, Audio Video Designs, Patriot Jacks Outfitters, KM Elite, Taylor Law, PLLC, Shara Miller for Kings Mountain City Council.
Curry right up the middle from the line of scrimmage.
I'll do the scores again, Drew, since we had technical difficulties with our sound. I'll do them again at a break. Thank you for changing that, Lamont.
Gotcha.
Pass underthrown.
Drew, I was looking at scores. You might have just said this. Is that a new quarterback? No.
Guys, it's the same quarterback, and quickly you see Shelby's trying to get the pocket moved.
Gotcha.
To avoid that pressure, but we just pushed that offensive line 5 yards back into the backfield.
Farmer still at quarterback. Jalen Tate, not Jalen. We changed that. Tate in the backfield anyway.
Yeah, Tristan.
That's a good ball.
Wow,
That's a good
right
ball.
on the middle.
That is a really good pass.
That is a good ball.
It's a big third down play. Shelby comes up big, 1st and 10. Over on the right side, a little bit of running room. Maybe picks up a yard.
Big hit by
Good
number 2.
gravy.
Zay Smith. Stopped by number 7, Jason
That made
Melton.
me hurt watching
Yes, Jason had him. And
But
man,
the
Zay
way Zay came in and finished it.
Sorry to talk over you, Lamont.
No,
He
you're
cleaned
good.
that up.
I will make this statement. Whatever you think about these two teams right now, in about 5 or 6 weeks,
Oh, yeah, completely
they're going to
different.
look completely different.
Most
I'm
definitely.
gonna tell you too, Drew. And I mean, Shelby played us really tough last year in this first game. Shelby has impressed me.
Yeah.
To the point where I think they're going to be just fine, like you said, when they get in the conference.
Farmer back to throw, finds a receiver, but looks like he's going to lose a couple of yards on that catch.
Well,
He
that's Zay Smith. Not
Yeah.
Zay. That's Isaiah Bridges, number 6.
Coach, guys, he would have been better just to let that ball fall.
Yeah. Looked like he bobbled it a
He
little.
did.
They're going to give him forward progress. They're going to bring it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you guys know on those bubble screens, timing is everything.
It's everything.
And you lose a second there, and suddenly the blockers are releasing their guys.
Good push.
Farmer throws it deep. Little overthrown and brings up a 4th down.
They're going to punt.
Drew, since we had difficulty a second ago, since we're going for a punt, I'll do the Coldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West just-in-time plumbing score update again. These scores are third quarter scores. West Lincoln 7, North Lincoln 3, Hickory 21, High Brighton 7, East Burke 41, Patton nothing. East Rutherford 21, Bessemer City 6, South Point 21-7 over Lincolnton. The Hunter Huss Huskies, I had this one backwards because they've corrected it. Now they've got Hunter Huss up 30-7 over Drawn.
Wow.
Muff the punt. Luckily, we recovered. Bunker Hill up 30-8 over Freedom. Cherryville down 12-13 to Avery County. East Gaston 22, North Gaston 14. West Henderson 25, Newton Conover 8. Forest. I keep doing that. Forest Hills 21, Ashbrook 6. Maiden 34, Ford 0. Burns, you just corrected on me, darn it. Burns is still up 22-0. We have East Lincoln still up 23-0 over Stuart Kramer, and that's the update.
Mountaineers will take over 1st and 10. Zolo's handover off the right side across a 30-yard line.
With Josiah Hill. You know, guys, I haven't seen Teddy since he went down, came out of an injury.
Do you see him on the sideline?
That's what I'm trying to look for. Well, that's worth noting. He has not returned to the game since he came out holding his arm.
There he is. He's right up here.
The arm doesn't look like it's wrapped up in anything. Maybe they're just keeping him out for precaution.
Yeah.
Zolo, quick pass over on the right side. A little bit of running room.
Quay, there's a flag.
Flag,
here.
and about 2 yards short, I believe, of a first down.
Maybe a hold or a block in the back from us if it's on us, based on where he threw it. Must be on us because our guys didn't react. Illegal downfield. They may decline this. They didn't. They took it. I thought they might decline it.
So second and about 12.
Second and 12 for Mountaineers after the penalty.
Zolo back to pass.
That ball was batted.
Yep.
Pass incomplete, intended for Josiah Hill. Third down.
Zolo once again back to pass. Runs to his right a little bit. He's got some running room, so he'll keep it across the 30. Another Shelby Golden Lions slow to get up on the field. Way short of a first down, so fourth and about 6. I do not look for a trick play right here from the Mountaineer coaching staff.
Good punt.
Great punt for Max. See, he's backing up.
No, he didn't block him in the back.
Takes
Good
him down
tackle.
around the 32, 33-yard line.
That was
Shelby will
great,
take over field position there.
great tackle by Gibson. Sorry, I said that wrong. I apologize.
Was it Lipscomb?
Lipscomb.
Lipscomb.
I said Gibson. Sorry, Eli Lipscomb.
Right.
First and 10 for the Golden Lions from their own 33-yard line.
First and 10, Shelby right up the middle. A little bit of running room. Michael Ward on the tackle, among others. Tate on the carry.
It's about the 5th time tonight one of our helmets is coming off. Call for the equipment person.
Right up the middle again. Reverses his field. He'll get probably just enough to get the first down.
Drew, I'll give a quick update on the Farm Bureau Coldwell Banker 133 West just-in-time plumbing scoreboard. I realize the Gazette does not have this score listed. That's where I'm reading my scores from. This one's coming from ScoreStream. It's got it at the half. Crest 26, Gaffney 24.
And And we'll continue to watch that on our scoreboard. Very interesting score tonight. Pass complete, but nowhere to run. He'll get maybe 4 yards on the catch.
Eli Falls on the stop. Number 17, Cameron Adams. A gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Farmer able to string some passes together here in the second half. Whistles.
Like we got some confusion there. They took timeout to discuss what's going on the defensive side.
Kings Mountain will take a timeout. That's their first of the half. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back more Mountaineer football. Stay with us right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pools, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here, 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6 for Shelby. Farmer will take it himself. He's under pressure, trying to get up to the 50.
I think that was
Hollifield.
Hollifield.
Was that Hollifield?
Yeah, they did the Wildcat.
He'll get to the 49 and no more.
We came up pretty quick on that, but I was going to say we didn't have a lot of our contain was almost in trouble on this outside here, but our quickness made up for it.
Now Farmer is back in at quarterback. Need a big stop here, defense.
Farmer back under pressure. He's not going to get away from the Mountaineer defense, and he will lose about 6-7 yards and penalty flag on the play.
I believe something was said
I was going to ask Jeff, was this unsportsmanlike
on somebody?
Conduct.
I believe it's going to be against us.
Look like Zay Smith is having his cramping out there.
The umpire just motioned. It looks like he might have said somebody pushed down, but it was after the play.
Still first down
against Kings Mountain.
Yeah. What's bad about that is that you take a great play and you're going to get them off the field because that would have made it 4th and long after your defense gets a sack and you make a foolish personal foul. I will say that sack was set up by a good push from the outside by Curtis, and then we closed in and did a great job closing in there. Thomas Fair got there and cleaned it up, but can't have those types of penalties, obviously.
Farmer hands it off right up the middle, making a spin move to get maybe a yard out of it. That's Tate, the ball carrier. You know, you really have to put 2 good hands on Tate to bring him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. He's very quick, shifty. He hits the hole like Teddy and Josiah. He hits it so hard. And he's so low to the ground, it's hard to get him down.
Farmer back to throw again. Under pressure. Flag on the play. Throws it away.
Where's the flag, Drew?
The flag is back here.
Like it was holding.
Probably.
I'm right. Looks like C.J. Hauser for Kings Mountain is a little bit shaken up on that play. His right leg maybe.
Yeah.
Holding was the call, so they'll back him up.
And Zay Smith is cramping as well. Remember last year at Shelby, Zay Smith started cramping as well at the very end of the game. So
We got multiple guys in the secondary
yeah, we do.
cramping.
Listen, hey Jeff, where's that pickle juice?
I need
Mustard.
it. Some mustard.
Mustard, pickle juice, whatever you need. Just those two ingredients. We need that. You see a jar
Farmer
down
back
there?
to pass under pressure.
Oh, wow.
Had a man open, but just overthrown him. And 3rd and long.
That's not looking good. Jeff, Curtis just got up gimpy.
I think it's cramps too.
It's cramps too, yeah.
Man, it's starting to be epidemic.
Well, I was going to say I saw Cameron Adams in the backfield, defensive backfield, doing it too.
Yeah, but these guys got to understand too. You got to start hydrating your body throughout the week.
Well, and I'll say, Lamont, Coach Heron had them on Gatorade. Yes, Gabe. I mean, they had it available. They were drinking it. They're just exerting a lot of energy too. I mean, I know we say that they might not be hydrated, but we know they are. It takes a lot.
Right over the middle, interception, Kings Mountain to the 50,
That's Cam.
40. He'll be run out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
That is Cam
Adams.
Now, you remember last year.
I was just talking about him cramping, and then he just intercepted the ball.
You remember last year.
He made a pass on the side.
He broke a pass up that really changed the momentum in that game. Zay is still down, so he's cramping bad.
I had just said he was cramping.
Right.
Lo and behold, he picked one off. Attaboy.
Good job, Cam.
Is that the 3rd interception by the defense tonight?
I think second.
Second. That I can remember.
Second, yeah.
He had a fumble as well.
Fumble recovery. Gotcha. Coach Bolton will send his offense back out on the field. New offensive coordinator for Kings Mountain.
We got to score here, guys. Got to score here. We got to capitalize off of that momentum, off of that turnover.
Around the left side. 1, 2.
Josiah.
Up to the 20. He's still on his feet. The 15-yard line. That's a good first down for the Mountaineers. I want to thank Lickety Lou's tonight for providing T-shirts to be thrown at the crowd.
Yeah.
Also, the rally towels.
Yeah, Drew Hollifield, he's down. He got a cramp. I think he's cramping as well.
Rally towels provided by OnQ Financial and OnQ Financial and Brittany Austin providing those rally towels to the first 500 fans into John Gamble tonight. So they'll tend to him. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more Mountaineer football. Stay with us right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewitt Realty, Flooring America, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen & Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
Back here at John Gamble Stadium.
Next break.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Mountaineer football. Good views of the sidelines right there and the coaching staff.
Big Eddie Payne right there in the shot.
He's got it. Is that his cowbell in his hand?
I think so, under his towel. Eddie is a great supporter of Mountaineer athletics and all things Kings Mountain.
They're helping Shelby player off the field. Drew Hollifield. They'll tend to him.
Yeah, it look like he's cramping. Hope he's not hurt.
The Mountaineers 1st and 10. Hand off over on the left side. Nowhere to run.
That's a great play. Great play with Joe Garnett.
Lose 2 yards on the carry. Three minutes and counting here in the third quarter. Mountaineers on the road next week. Cox Mill. To the corner of the end zone, in and out of his hands.
That was a good pass.
That was a good ball.
That was a good ball. I know Jayden's beating himself up. He'll pull it in next time.
Zolo really good there. I mean, he was the
I
only one that could have caught that ball.
It was
there.
It was
perfect.
And I know Jayden was like, hey, give it to me again, I'll catch it. Jayden is not going to drop too many of those this season.
Drew, you may have said this earlier. It made me think when you said Cox Mill. Are we broadcasting next week from Cox Mill?
I do not know yet.
Okay.
I do know that their JV team for Cox Mill lost pretty big last night. Right into traffic.
No, that wasn't JV. That was varsity.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, they got beat by Weddington 54-3.
They played in the Charlotte kickoff.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
But what I'm hearing is that Weddington is like that. And I think Cox Mill probably made a lot of mistakes that Weddington was able to capitalize on.
They also, if I'm not mistaken, Lamont kicked off at 6 o'clock, which is odd.
Very
it's
odd.
hard to adjust to that, and so we'll see. I mean, they'll be ready to play, I promise.
Oh, most definitely.
Kick is up. It's got the distance. Is it good? Yes, it is. The Mountaineers able to put 3 more on the board, 27-10. And the Mountaineers take the lead 27-10. We've got more Mountaineer football. Don't go anywhere, but we'll be right back after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pools, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here live, John Gamble Stadium. Mountaineers getting ready to kick the ball off once again, able to put 3 more on the board. Max Thompson, 2 for 2 tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Now the Mountaineers have kicked it deep twice. Squibbed it, kind of kicked it shallow a few times. We'll have to see what the call is here. And it will be shallow again. Caught around the 22-yard line, 24-yard line. And pulled down right there at the 35. Shelby will take about 1st and 10 there.
Bridges on the carry, stopped by McIntyre. 1st and 10 for the Golden Lions from their own 35-yard line. Halftime score, Chris 26, Gaffney 24.
You're looking for something to do tomorrow locally? Come to the North Carolina Beach Blast Festival downtown Kings Mountain. Going to be a great time. And then come by and say hey to me. I'll be at the gazebo all day. 35-yard line, up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Nick Norris was the ball carrier on there, the junior.
No gain, 2nd and 10.
Going to be all, probably a false start on Shelby.
Look, they was confused. They was confused with how or where to line up at.
5-yard penalty, 2nd and 15.
Second and 15 for the Golden Lions. Short pass complete, but nowhere to run.
That's great play by Bryson Brown.
He'll
Bryson
get up
Brown.
to around the 32-yard line.
Excellent play by Bryson. And let it be worth noting that Bryson Brown has been on their number one receiver, Isaiah Bridges, all night. And so Bryson has done an excellent job, I think, between the corners. But Bryson has been on him the majority of the time. And that's a task to try to contain Isaiah Bridges.
I agree. And, you know, Lamont, you were talking earlier about, and Drew also, about how good these young men are. I think it's a testament to Bryson.
Right.
Bryson was a huge part of our offense last year.
Oh, most definitely.
And now he's stepping up just on defense.
Right.
He's playing where the team needs him.
Farmer finds a receiver across the 40, trying to get to the 30-yard line. 32-yard line's where
So
he'll
we had some
pull him
busted
down.
coverage there. He fell right into a hole.
Yeah. And I think because if you look at Zay, he's still cramping. I think that's the reason why he was so open. Yeah, Zay is down. So I think that's what's hurting him, is that he's just cramping and he got behind Zay. He was able to beat Zay to the spot.
Yeah, and we got Lipscomb's a little gimpy too.
So they'll work on that cramp. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with more Mountaineer football. Stay with us right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewitt Realty, Flooring America, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen and Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
Welcome back here, John Gamble Stadium. They help the Golden Lion.
You think we can get some Prime,
And
Amazon Prime shipping of some pickle juice down to the sideline? We need it.
Well, if you go on the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club website, you can hit the little link, and we can get credit and get some money for that. So you go ahead and do that, please. Thank you, sir. Shelby back to throw. He's going to hold the ball way too long. The Mountaineers all over him.
That was a coverage sack.
Yeah, Mr. Curtis Simpson, and he led the pack, and also Fair and number 33, Curry. And it's worth noting, guys, those guys was here last year. The only one we're missing off that line, of course, AJ. Those guys are huge.
Clock's winding down, and penalty flag on the play.
Could that be a substitution penalty?
Looks to be on Shelby.
Yeah, illegal substitution. Good call, Jeff.
Well, there was just a lot of in and out. Looked like we had a player that might have been hurt who went off the field. Something was odd. I believe they're going to take it to the fourth quarter.
And the clock will continue to run, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. Mountaineers lead at 27-10 going into the fourth quarter. Stay with us, more Mountaineer football right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pools, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here live, John Gamble Stadium, getting ready for the last 12 minutes of football tonight with the Golden Lions and the Mountaineers, the battle of the Buffalo Creek. Let's just go ahead and give a update, if you will, for the Just-in-Time Plumbing Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West scoreboard.
Some of these scores have not updated. They haven't changed, but I'm going to give you what I've got. I'm looking on Score Stream. What I've got West Lincoln 7, North Lincoln 6, South Point 28-13 over Lincoln, Cherryville down 19-12 to Avery County, Bessemer City 12, East Rutherford 21, Gaffney 31, Crest 26, West Henderson 33, Newton Conover 8, Chase 27, Mountain Heritage 17, North Gaston down to East Gaston 29-14. Let me get on down here. High Brighton is down 35-7 to Hickory. Bunker Hill 30, Freedom 8. Ford 48-0 losing to Maiden. Hunter Huss 30-7 over Drawn. That one's not updated in a while. Neither has Forest Hills over Ashbrook 21-6. East Lincoln is still saying 23-0. I'm sure that's different now. And the Blacksburg Wildcats are up 27-15 over the Buford Yellow Jackets.
False start, looked like.
Quick whistles, blows it dead.
Guys, that play before, Kamari Howes was so close to another interception. Yeah. He played a great break on the ball.
He did. Just couldn't quite bring it in, but if he would have, I think that would have been a pick six because he is fast as well.
Something interesting, guys. You can hear the assistant coaches. They are telling their defensive backfield to keep focus on number 6. They know where he is at all times. Obviously, he's a phenomenal player, but coaching. And
they have done a phenomenal job. Of course, Coach Darren Bell has taken over as the defensive back coach, and they have done a phenomenal job tonight.
Farmer throws it down the field.
Gosh, what a catch.
Able to pull it out of the air.
It's going to be short of the first down.
Wow.
What a great play.
Let's not even talk about it. We just talked him up. So what a catch by Isaiah Bridges.
Hey, you recognize a good athlete.
Man, well, listen, he's like that.
Yeah, we've said that about him for a few years. We know how good he is.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to say, Lamont brought it up earlier, Land Farmer, their quarterback, he's playing well.
Oh, yeah, sophomore quarterback. Yeah. He's tough. And I'm telling you, as this year progresses, I mean, he's going to own every record at Shelby. And the kids are just only going to get better and better as the weeks go by.
Mountaineers giving chase, and they bring him down.
That was a tough tackle on him, too.
It was.
He's
So
a
the
big
Mountaineers
kid.
will take over 1st and 10. Yeah, that was a rough tackle for Farmer.
Yeah, you don't want to see, it's like his leg got.
Well, he was bent in half.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. You know, you want the kid to stay out, get up, and be healthy. Because he's going to be good.
Guys, I don't remember, was he? Go Cats. Blacksburg's up now 42-15. Trying to win their first game in 721 days. Changing the culture there.
Handoff over on the right. It's actually quarterback keeper over on the right side.
Yeah, you know, Farmer, he
Picks
was
up about 4.
he was supposed to be the JV quarterback last year, but he was hurt all last
That's what I was
season.
about to say.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing him.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Yeah, he was hurt all last season. And so he was supposed to be the JV quarterback, of course, and the backup to Dalen Lee, but he was hurt all last season.
Handoff over on the left side.
Josiah
Hill up to the 50-yard line. And that's a Mountaineer first down.
On the stop, number 5, Drew Hallfield. 1st and 10 for the Mountaineers at the 49-yard line. 49-yard line. We got a player there.
1st and 10, Kings Mountain. Good shot of the Mountaineer scoreboard right there. And they're going to take a break. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you about the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. We want you to be a member of the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. I'm a member. Are you a member?
I am.
You're a member? Craig, are you a member?
Yep.
Well, join the family. We want you to be a member. It takes a whole community to really come together and put, turf on the field, put buildings up, put uniforms on players' backs, send volleyball players, in a charter bus. We really want to do all those things, and it starts with the community. And if you're new to the community, or even you've been in the community for a while, we really want you to be part of the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. All you have to do is log on to KingsMountainTouchdownClub.com. You will see all the information there on how to join the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. You get to come to dinners. You get to hang out with us guys sometimes. So
that's the highlight right there.
So there you go. That's worth it. And there's different levels you can join. So please help us and join the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club. Had a very successful auction. Ended last week. Made a lot of money that we can put towards different things, going towards our debt for this turf that we've got on the field, and getting ready for our next project coming up. So make sure you join the Kings Mountain Touchdown Club and help us be a part of the Mountaineer future. Was that a good enough commercial?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Great job.
1st and 10 for the Mountaineers.
Handoff over on the right side, trying to find a hole to run through across the 50. He'll get 1 yard off of it.
Stop by number 15, Cameron. A gain of a yard. 2nd down and 9.
2nd and 9. I was mentioning tomorrow, come out to the Beach Blast, the North Carolina Beach Blast Festival down in Patriots Park. If you come about 12:30, you'll get to see me and Jeff in our foot race. 12:30 tomorrow downtown. So come join us for that.
How far is this race?
Wait, what? I missed that.
12:30 tomorrow.
I'll be at the
Gazebo.
Crisis. I'll be at the Crisis Ministry tent. You come get me. Kings Mountain. A little shout out for Kings Mountain Crisis Ministry. Going on 50 years of helping people in the community.
Excellent.
And no, they didn't pay for that advertising spot. We need donations.
So Shelby quarterback sack right there. Backs us up a long third down. Zola looks to throw it right across the middle. He's got a man open. Thought he had it there for a second. Incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Yeah, he had it. He just got to pull it in. And
good play call.
That was a good pass. Quay just got to pull it in. And I know Quay will make that play the next time.
Max Thompson in the punt.
It's a couple drops tonight on really catchable balls.
Right.
I think overall, I think he's played a good game.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You know, this is the first game, and I've been impressed with our offense. It's moving. It's been consistent. Just had some mistakes here and there. But overall, it's been consistent and been moving. We can move the ball.
Bridges back deep for Shelby. Max Thompson gets the ball off and a great punt. Great punt. Backs him up.
Yeah, don't let it bounce back.
Mountaineers will stop it. Down the 16-yard line, Shelby will take over 1st and 10 from there. The Gutter Guys Player of the Week is what we're looking for. You'll hear the Players of the Week on the Coaches Show coming up Wednesday. So make sure you join us 6 o'clock Wednesday live here on the YouTube channel for the Coaches Show with your host, none other than Greg Short.
There you go.
Or Brad Melton if you give me too much trouble.
I think Brad really wants to do it. He was opining for my job.
Thomas Fair, excuse me. Game 4, 2nd down and 6.
Second and 6 for Shelby. Farmer back to pass again. He's under pressure once again, and they'll bring him down in the backfield around the 15-yard line.
Once again, Curtis Simpson, the Carolina commit. And I know if Matt Brown is watching, he's loving what he's seeing.
He got green today.
Yes, sir. Two excellent players. Javaris Green is excellent. 4.3 speed. That he's going to be excellent. I think he's going to play baseball as well at Carolina. So I think he's going to do football and baseball. He's an excellent baseball player as well.
We've got we've got several Mountaineers and a lot of athletes around this area either going or at Carolina right now.
Right.
Well, I think Mac Brown has finally figured out what a lot of people know.
Right.
There's a lot of really good football players in this county.
You know, when Mac was there the first time, he was, known for recruiting locally. But he is really investing in Cleveland County.
Yes. Well, Lamont, here's the thing. You know like I do, and Drew does too.
Right.
All 4 of these teams, year in and year out, are good.
Most definitely.
And they're not a fluke.
No,
so
they're not.
Why would you not come and recruit in this county?
Exactly. Like I said, we beat up on each other and talk smack back and forth, but I'll put Cleveland County up against any county in the state of North Carolina.
Yes.
Definitely.
Cleveland County, and some would argue with me about this, but I'm going to stick to it.
Yeah.
Cleveland County is a microcosm of upstate South Carolina
most
football.
Definitely.
That upstate area is real tough, especially in that 5A region, but the 4A schools too.
Yeah.
I would say our county is just like that.
Hey, could you imagine one high school like a Richmond County?
No. Or even two.
Two high schools. Come on.
No. Because the way it would go, more likely you would have Shelby and Kings Mountain together.
Right?
Burns and Crest.
No,
that'd be insane.
That'd be insane.
Short punt.
Mountaineers going to get away from it and end up in great field position.
That's a good job by the defense.
Most definitely.
After a change on possession with a punt, and then great job by our D.
Mountaineers lead 27-10.
And just talking about players at North Carolina, I think our very own Kobe Pacer, he's going to get a lot of touches. I think he's going to be in that lineup. He may be the second receiver, third receiver, but I think he's going to get a lot of touches. And, of course, on the defensive side from Shelby, Malachi Hamrick, I think he's out this season. I think he's dealing with an injury, but when he comes back, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with, and others around this county. So
I agree with you.
Zolo back to pass.
That's it.
Going to the
Touchdown.
corner.
Oh, God.
They're going to mark him dead at the 2.
I told you Jaden will make up for that last one.
We sure did.
Good pass. Good catch.
And, boys, I want to point out, too, good pass, good catch. He had a clean pocket.
He sure did.
I mean, he had time to sit there, set his feet, make a good throw.
So we can't forget those hauls up front.
Those guys, I mean, they've done well tonight.
They have.
That was another example right there of how well they're playing.
Like he may have been pressured a couple times, maybe one or two sacks, but overall, the big guys up front,
they've done
well.
Yes, didn't mean to talk over you, Lamont.
Oh,
sorry.
you're good. You're good.
Shelby's really pushed us a lot too. They've got a good D-line. Touchdown by Josiah.
Josiah Hill on the score for the Mountaineers.
Oh, yeah, Lenny Wright. Hey, shout out, Lenny. Glad to hear from you, brother. Praying for you. Love Lenny. You got to see his beautiful daughter at the halftime show.
Most definitely.
Lenny just pointed out to us, we forgot this one, forgot that Nick Triplett, the long snapper.
Matt Triplett, yeah,
is at Carolina also.
Most definitely, yeah. Spencer. Is it Spencer? I think it's Spencer. Is it Spencer?
It might be Triplett, but yes.
Yeah, he's a triplet.
Yes,
and
Nick Triplett is another triplet.
Right. But
yes, he's there.
You know his dad, and great guy, great family. But yes, sir, he is the long snapper there. I forgot about him.
We'll take a break. We'll be back more Mountaineer football right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewitt Realty, Flooring America, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen and Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting,
Back here live, John Gamble Stadium. Give a quick scoreboard update on the Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West just-in-time plumbing scoreboard.
Cherryville down still 19-12. These are fourth quarter scores. North Lincoln and West Lincoln are tied at 13. East Gaston 29-14 over North Gaston. South Point 35, Lincoln and 21. Drawn down to Hunter Huss 37-7. Gaffney 31, Crest 34. Let's see, Newton Conover 40 to losing 40-14 to West Henderson. Freedom is down 30-8, still Bunker Hill. Forest Hill still a 21-6 update. This is the Gazette, so I don't think that's changed. This one's thrown on now for the first time. Highland Tech's losing to someone called the Greenville Homeschool Hurricanes by 16-0. Homeschool Hurricanes, bless their hearts.
Wow.
Final, East Rutherford 28, Bessemer City 12. Final, East.
Where do you play home games?
Yeah.
Your backyard mine.
Somebody's got a big backyard.
Wow. I shouldn't laugh. I just thought it was funny.
East Lincoln 57-0.
Oh, my God.
Over Stuart Kramer.
I think y'all, East Lincoln is back.
Yeah. Ford loses to Maiden 48-6. And Hickory wins over High Brighton 35-14.
Farmer's pass, throw, incomplete.
Yeah, Isaiah Bridges dropped that. I mean, you can just not his night tonight. He don't normally drop those. I think he wants to make a play so bad that he just didn't look that one in.
I agree. Gotta. Well, I'll tell you in a minute. Hang on.
Quarterback keeper and loses his helmet at the 30-yard line. Mountaineer defense has not given up anything.
What a big hit by, that's Michael Ward, number 5.
Thomas Fair coming out, looking like he's cramping. Got ourselves straightened out by one of my former players and one of my most favorite people in the world, who's got her dad was one of my best friends, coaching with me when I coached softball.
Yeah.
Miss Haley, I'm going to call you Haley Barrett. Haley, I know you're married, but I know you're Haley Barrett. Haley was telling us it's Spencer Triplet. You were right.
It is Spencer, yeah.
Spencer Triplet and Nick Stites graduated the same year.
Right. Matt Triplet is the father.
Yes.
Good guy, good family. But Spencer, I think he was on that team when they won it back-to-back. I think a couple championships, but great family.
Drew Hollifield goes in for this play because the quarterback's helmet came off. And he's going to drop back to pass. No, he's looking to run. He has some running room across the 40. The ball comes free. Mountaineers fall on it. That's Kings Mountain's ball. Once again, another turnover. And, you know, we're Mountaineer fans, but if anything, turnovers have really hurt Shelby tonight.
It has. And I think they're just frustrated now.
So the Mountaineers will take over in good field position. 1st and 10 from the Shelby 45. And fumble on the ball. Looks like Shelby may have recovered it.
We turned it right back over. Like it was a mix-up with the snap, and I looked like T.J. Armstrong was in there at quarterback. So, yeah, I think they changed up personnel, and looked like the center never got the ball back or got hit on his leg or something.
So Shelby now will take over 1st and 10. Some musical chairs here in the 4th quarter. 5:09 to go in this ball game. Mountaineers lead at 34-10. Hand the ball off right up the middle. Won't go far at all. Mountaineers stop him. Tate, the ball carrier. They'll give him a yard. So a lot of the Shelby faithful have exited John Gamble. Good pass completion and good coverage by the Mountaineers to stop it dead.
Number 10, Bryson Brown.
It's a great open field tackle by Bryson.
Yeah. Bryson, along with the whole secondary, has played a real solid game tonight. Again, just that what was that, a wheel route? Basically, that's the only thing they really had that took it in for a score. I think that was their first drive.
Quarterback back to pass, overthrows his receiver.
Yeah.
But it was good coverage by the Mountaineers downfield.
It was good coverage, and plus he had a lot of pressure, so I think he just had to get rid of that ball.
As you guys can see, we've got some defensive substitutions in the secondary.
Looks like CJ.
Some other guys playing time.
Most definitely. I think they see it's 34-10. You want to get those guys, a lot of them cramping. We got a deep secondary, probably getting them out of there just to make sure we stay healthy. But trust and believe, I know Coach Carroll do not want Shelby to score.
4th and 5. Shelby will go for it right here. Farmer back to throw. He's going to run the ball. Across the 40, he's going to take a slide at the 35. And that is the 1st and 10 for Shelby. You know, I'll say this. I did not expect to see the caliber of play that Farmer has given for Shelby here tonight.
No, I mean, I'm very impressed.
He's been able to get himself out of trouble at times.
Yep.
He's been able to make some great throws.
Yep. And you got to take into consideration that he missed all of last year. He was injured. He was sitting on the sideline with a jersey on. He's a sophomore. This is his first start varsity-wise. Very calm, composed, made some big plays. Of course, he had some interceptions here and there. That's going to be expected. He's still young. But overall, I'm very impressed.
And we
with his
did
play.
see that he can actually throw on his back.
He can throw. I mean, he never gives up on the play. That's he's looking to make a play. That's an excellent quarterback.
Mountaineers under pursuit, overthrown. Brings up a 3rd and 7.
And guys, we got to understand, our defense has not made it easy for him tonight. I mean, he's going to have nightmares about Curtis Simpson all night long.
Yeah, I was about to say he's going to have some really bad nightmares if he's dreaming of Curtis Simpson coming. That's something other than what's going on here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that whole front four with Curry and Antonio and even the linebacker core of Micah and Jason. I mean, they have been on him all night.
Quick whistles. Illegal procedure against Shelby. So 3rd and about 12. Farmer back to throw again. Under pressure, he's going to run forward across the 40, getting to the 30, to the 20, and they'll be run out of bounds right there. And that's a 1st down for the Golden Lions.
And there's no quitting this guy, man. You know, that's getting beat 34-10, but he's still competing.
.230 left to go in this ball game. Mountaineers' offense have shown that they can score, but so have the defense. The Mountaineer defense have stepped up and played a well of a game tonight. Out there in the flats, he's going to make a miss. 10-5, touchdown, Shelby.
We got Tristan Tate, number 21.
Tate on the carry. Make sure you travel with your Mountaineers as they cross into, is it Concord area?
Yeah, Cabarrus County.
Cabarrus County.
It is
like
in
Cox
Concord,
Mill.
actually.
It is in Concord, correct?
Yes.
A very, very good 4-H school there. Another great test for the Mountaineers next week. Game time is at 7, not 7:30.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, Drew. Kickoff's at 7.
Shelby adds another point to it, so 34-17, Mountaineers still lead. We'll be back here with more Mountaineer football. Stay with us right after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, Innovative Pools, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
And back here, John Gamble Stadium. Waited in the kickoff for Shelby. Josiah Hill back deep to receive for Kings Mountain. Something else that is new is this return formation right here, guys. This is a little bit different than I've seen us run before. Of course, there they got the hands team out there.
Right.
Kings Mountain able to come up with it right there at the 45, 46-yard line. They'll take up a 1st and 10 there. Stay with us at the conclusion of this game. We'll wrap it up real quick, and then we'll try to wrap up a few scores around in the area.
I think
penalty against Shelby. Unsportsmanlike conduct, 15 yards. I'm guessing frustration at this point, guys.
Right. Like T.J. Armstrong now is in at quarterback.
Hand the ball off to the right side. That's Hill, the ball carrier. Not a lot of running room. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Woods on the stop for the Shelby. Barn burner in Cleveland County. Is that fourth quarter?
Fourth quarter.
Go ahead and give that.
Gaffney has taken the lead in the fourth quarter, 38-34.
Guys, I never thought that game would be that close.
Me either. Crowd cheered for that score.
I'm like, y'all, come on, it's Cleveland County, right? Yeah, we got to give Cleveland County some love.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you this, man.
Well, we do outside Cleveland County. You inside Cleveland County.
Right.
Let me tell you this.
They're playing against Gaffney. Come on, let's go for Cleveland County.
Wait a minute. Let me see this.
Armstrong still in at quarterback. He rolls out the pass. Quick pass out to the flats. That's Hill again. He'll get stopped and lose. Well, they'll say he got back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a big hit.
And Shelby player a little slow to get up there.
My son this year is helping Western Alamance again, and they're in Reedsville, the defending, several time state champion. They lost in the championship last year. They're just down. They are down 26-28. Good job, Western Alamance.
And they won't run another play. That's the ball game, guys. Mountaineers will win this one, 34-17. Stay with us. We'll stay. We'll come back. We'll wrap this game up and look forward to next week. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Brittany Austin and Hewlett Realty, Flooring America, The Venue at Turkey Ridge, Allen & Sons Construction, Dellinger's Jewel Shop, Butler's Outdoor Design, JWH Contracting, The Mountaineer football broadcast is brought to you by Gutter Guys, innovative pools, King Construction, Long Branch Land and Water, Christie Sellers with Allen Tate Realtors, Lickety Loos, Brinkley Financial Group,
Back here at John Gamble Stadium, Mountaineers win it 34-17. What is it? 3 out of 5? 3 out of 4?
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5 against Shelby. Man, you know, looking back, and I know some of the history books, Kings Mountain's never done that.
No.
In its history.
No.
I mean, we won 2 and we won 3 in a row,
Right.
but then we, lose the next 10.
Right. You know,
So-
Shelby's always dominated the season. I think we still about 70 games.
We're not worried about what happened
Hey,
way back then.
Hey, that's what somebody said. See, don't steal my thunder. I was going to say that, right?
It's kind of like
40s and 50s and 60s, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like the Red Sox fans when they talk about losing to the Yankees. Hey, and how about this? Jay Rhodes is coming down to see me. The Wildcats of Blacksburg win 42-15. Go Cats! Against the number 21 team in the state of South Carolina, beat them 42-15 on their field.
Wow.
How about that? Bailey's Fish Camp will be rocking in Blacksburg.
Well, guys, overall impressions of what we saw tonight, I think the defense was outstanding. Come up with some great turnovers. It just kept putting nails in Shelby's coffin. Every time they would get something going, they would turn the ball over, and we were able to capitalize on it. I think the offense got moving at times. We shot ourselves in the foot a few times as well with some penalties. That hurt us. But overall, I think this is a plus. This is a great win for the Mountaineers tonight.
I agree with you. Obviously, some things to clean up. You should expect that after an opening game against a really tough opponent.
Right.
But I believe that the coaches will be pleased. Obviously, they're pleased to win, and I think they'll be pleased with our output and how we played. Coach will talk about that Wednesday, and just happy for our men and the coaches and the players. Because I'll tell you, there was a lot of pressure on those coaches. I mean, as much as we want to say there wasn't, there was. I mean, they are trying to set a tone early, and they know that team. Shelby's going to do good things this year. I know they wanted to win as well, obviously, but that Kings Mountain team is going to do good things. If they
Shelby beat us last time they were here on this field.
Yes.
Right. In 21.
So it was great to get this win here today to start out the season. So we go 1-0. We travel to Cabarrus County next week to take on a Cox Mill, the Panthers? No, Chargers? Chargers. Kickoff will be at 7 o'clock. I do not know if we'll be able to cover that game yet. Probably won't know till about middle of the week. Hopefully we'll be able to pull that off. And you see Coach Straight Heron talking to his team. Maybe we'll get a word from the coach before we get done. Maybe not. If not, we will have him Wednesday night. So make sure you tune into our YouTube channel, 6 o'clock, right here on KMHS Sports. And before we go anywhere, let's go ahead and run down some Caldwell Banker Farm Bureau 133 West just-in-time plumbing scoreboards. Go ahead.
These are either fourth quarter or finals. Still saying fourth quarter, 29-14, East Gaston over North Gaston. Fourth quarter, Hunter Huss 37, Drawn 21. Fourth quarter, 54 for West Henderson, 15 for Newton Conover. Gaffney, this is still saying third quarter, 38-34 over Crest. Highland Tech down 22-0 to the Greenville Homeschool Hurricanes. Let's see, it corrected. Forest Hill 55-12 over Ashbrook final. South Point 35-21 final over Lincolnton. Bessemer City loses 28-12 to East Rutherford. Burns 42 0 over Forest View. East Lincoln big 57-0 over Stuart Kramer. Our Mountaineers 34-17 over Shelby. Cherryville falls to Avery County 19-12. West Lincoln in a nail biter in overtime 21-20 over North Lincoln. Ford down loses 48-6 to Maiden. Bunker Hill big over Freedom 42-8. Hickory with a big win 35-14 over High Brighton. Cooper, a former player at Kings Mountain working for Western Alamance, they have tied Reedsville 28-28. And Coach Lloyd, God love him. We love that man. He got his first win tonight with the Starmount Rams, 43-30. Last I heard, he had a running back score 4 touchdowns tonight.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Coach Lloyd and the Starmount staff.
Congratulations,
and
buddy.
all the Ledbetter and Lloyd family that are up there with him.
Right.
We love you, and we wish you good luck this
Most
season.
Definitely.
Once again, tune in Wednesday night. We'll hear from the Gutter Guys players of the game. They'll pick out some good ones, and we'll reveal them there. Jeff, it looks like they're going to be busy. We'll go ahead and wrap things up here. Jeff, any final words from you, sir?
I'm not sure it is, but hey, this is Coach Herron's first victory here as Kings Mountain head coach against Shelby. So that's
they
huge.
gave him the game ball for tonight.
Yep,
so
huge. I don't see Jeff. Y'all see Jeff down there in the crowd? Not sure.
Well, we'll take it away, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. We'll see you Wednesday night. Come out at 12:30 tomorrow, Gazebo. Me and Jeff Johnson will have our foot race finally. So make sure you check us in. Thank you so much for everybody that has participated tonight, and all of our sponsors, David and Marie Brinkley, the coaching staff, Jeff Johnson, Greg Schul, my son A.J. Fulton. He was over there on music tonight. All the sponsors. We do want to thank all of our spouses. They give us the time to come out here, especially Craig's spouse, because she loves him so much. It's hard for her to let him go.
That's true. That's true.
She asked me if I could find a way to get you away from her maybe 2 or 3 more days.
Do we want to try to get Coach?
Yes.
If you can.
Yes.
I'm going to give him the look and see if we can.
See, Drew, you confirmed something I knew. My wife wanted me out of the house even more.
I'm right in the middle of KM. Hey, guys, you ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ready.
With Coach Herron. Coach Herron, first off, congratulations on the first win.
Thank you, man. That's a good feeling, definitely. We put in a lot of work to get here, so it's nice for when it pays off.
Great win to build on. The team gave you the football game, the game ball. What's that mean to you, and especially going forward?
Well, it's amazing, man. What God has done with my career. It's just sometimes I just sit back and wonder, what, why. But I got a ball like that. And it's so funny. My first game at South Point was against our crosstown rival in my alma mater. And we won it, and I got a ball, and I keep that thing. I'll never lose it. And then now I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put it right beside it. They're both very, very special to me.
Listen, I know this past week you talked about building a culture, and congratulations on the first win. We look forward to many more to come.
Thank you very much. We're going to stay on it. We got leadership lesson on Wednesday. It'll be lesson number 2, and I hope that we just keep building on it throughout the season.
All right, congratulations. We'll see you Wednesday at the Coaches Show.
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
Jeff, thank you so very much. I'll see you at 12:30 for our foot race. And, guys, y'all have a great night. Thank you so very much. We'll talk to you later, and we'll see you in Cabarrus County
Next week.
next week.